I don't know why it left it on mute. I'm sorry about that. I'm just going on and greeting everybody. Let me try and start over. Hey, Storms, Radios, and Cats, Homestead Aquarius, Moon over Miami. And I said I was like so happy to see Miss T with the T. I was talking about, oh, is it echoing? I tried to make sure this was turned off. I'm gonna maybe, it always seems to echo no matter what I do. Oh, now it just closed it, it looks like. Shoot. Well, we'll see if it works or not. Every time I try to turn off the mic with the other one, which is supposed to be my fruit cam, uh, it echoes, and I am not sure what I'm doing wrong. Hey, Gear Gridden 19, good to see you. Hi, my Alabama farm life. Greetings, greetings. Oh, you didn't hear an echo? It just kicked me completely out. It's going to ask for the mics again. Let me see if I can do this. There. Okay. I am not that technically savvy. See, it's already echoing in here. There we go. It's like my phone keeps turning itself up on its own. It's really bizarre. Let me know if you have an echo because I feel like I have one. And this is totally turned off. Oh, you know what? Let me double check. Sorry about technical difficulties. Let me make sure no, it's still doing it. I hear it. Darn it. I don't remember what we did last time, Barry, to get a hold of uh, or get a handle on it. Let me see. Can't be that. The sound's off on YouTube side. Okay. There's still no echo? That's so weird. I'm hearing it. Maybe because I'm hearing it out of the phone somehow. So as long as I keep the phone away from me, maybe it'll be all right until I have to show the fruit. Anyway, today Hannah had a job interview, and I decided to take the opportunity to just stop by another Asian market. We have small Asian markets throughout the area, and I decided to just see what kind of fruits they had and grabbed a few things. I'm going to use the seeds to also grow them. And then another place that it's kind of like a Whole Foods but smaller that we have here. It's called Sprouts. I went in there because sometimes they have some tropicals too, and yeah, they didn't disappoint. It was kind of cool what they had, and I'll show that in a little bit. Probably should show it to the early birds, but no, I'm waiting for Maureen. She's having some dinner, she said, and then she'll be by. But yeah, she said it went pretty well, and the people she would be helping, the lady said that were in this country club, snowbirds from Canada. Lots of them. And we're grateful for them. I mean, they put their money into our area. The only problem is they and the people who already live here, who might have used to be, been snowbirds, are on our roads, and some of them really don't know where they're going and don't know the speed limits in certain areas. But then again, that's kind of all the teens too that are on the road down here. Hey, KP Heathen, welcome in. We're just getting situated. Yeah, I am having trouble even with this mail app that's on the computer. It keeps bouncing like it has something new to tell me, and it doesn't. It's like, we have a new message. We have a new message. But for some reason, you're signed out since 2022. I don't know what to tell you, which it makes no sense. So, yeah, we did that. We went out today, and the kids like Chick-fil-A, and we'll get it as a treat once in a while, and especially since she gets like free sandwich offers. All I got was a large fry and a small fry for the kids, and It was, like, I think $7 over that. I was like, wait, her, thing was free." But then I realized, oh, it's also for probably that one piece of bacon they're gonna put on her sandwich because that wasn't included in the free sandwich, even though she took off the pickles and everything else. That's my daughter. Right? It's AOL. It's my mail. It's what it looks like. It reminds me of AOL. Now that would be freaky if it started playing that sound when you're, going on from back in the day. I did also today, before we left, I ordered some more glasses, some pinks and purples, which I like, of course, as you can tell. Um, because I just needed some backups. I break these quite often. They're just readers, really. But I'm hoping this time there'll be some kind of anti-glare. That's true, KP. Then they gotta raise those prices for paying the kids $15 an hour. And some adults too that are in there. That's for sure. I wasn't thinking about that. That base rate went right up. You're right. I think our Home Depots are hiring in though only at I think it's 14 is what they start at. But yeah, that's true. That's why we're seeing all the increases in those places. Duh. Gone is the dollar menu long ago. I miss the Wendy's like dollar menu, but I also miss being able to just grab Wendy's and not know that it could hurt me horribly. Their food tends to give me migraines. Same thing for McDonald's. And really, I, don't make a habit of that. I had some of their fries for the first time in ages because that's what was nearby where we were running errands and there wasn't another place just to drive through. And it was like, it's a good thing they were hot, but they were okay. I don't think they were worth breaking my streak of like 8 years not touching them. Probably like my friends were saying if they fell in my car underneath the seat, they'd look about the same as when I got them that day from 8 years ago. A double stack biggie bag, barbecue sauce for the nuggets and fries. Yeah, Hannah wanted those nuggets, and I can't, like, all I tell her, I'm like, pink slime, a sugar free lemonade. Yep, make it count where it needs to, that sugar free lemonade. That's for sure. I've been trying to stay on top of anything that I'm drinking, and then I realized I was drinking green juice, and green juice is still kind of juice, but yeah, because I added that into my diet, my body, any fructose that was in it, my body was like, "Yeah, you're not gonna lose any weight this week." So I ended up just being ticked and I ate chocolate. I was like, "Well, if you're gonna keep me fat off of just fructose, then I'm gonna eat some chocolate like I want." 350 with a trailer and make $18 an hour. Wow. Right? That's pretty important there. Knowing how to drive something that and not hitting anybody with it when you change lanes. I think it's really oh my. You OnlyFans just isn't listening. I think you have to make it there, Homestead Aquarius, on your own. But I'm not encouraging that. Carl's Jr. have the best fries. Oh, really? The only thing I ever had from Hardee's. Oh, you're here! Yay! Okay, eat your din din. Um, yeah, the only thing I ever had from Hardee's was, I guess, their hash brown, a little bit of that. That was pretty darn good. But I never felt the need to go to Hardee's. Carl's Jr. we don't have unless suddenly we do. I don't get out that much actually, with the kids. I'm home unless the kids want to go somewhere or I have to run to the store. And yeah, because things are tight to be able to go and be like, hey, let's just go to the zoo, kids, today and spend like $100 getting in the door. Hey, TN Bushcrafter, good to see you. Um, their annual pass, I was looking at it though, was $199, and that's basically unlimited getting through the door. That to me would be worth it more than, you know, just one entrance and about $100. Oh, the math. Yeah, they told Hannah she would be doing Excel, keeping track of like certain things that the members would be like borrowing there at the fitness and spa center. Oh, Rallies is the same. I don't know even if we have a Rallies. We have, McDonald's, Checkers, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A. We now have that other chicken place that's big through the South, I think. Cane's but the other one, and I can't think of it. Uh, I can't remember. I still am fine with Chick-fil-A. We ate at the other one. I was like, it's okay. But at least we have everybody's chicken. Now they have, many choices for the chicken. I don't know what else. I went into our local Publix and got sushi, but the cooked kind. I don't eat raw fish, and I just can't do it. I could, like, if I go to somebody's house and they're serving sushimi, is that I think how you say it? Sashimi with it, sashimi. I would try it. Um, if that's all they had, I guess I would be eating it. But then I would want to feel like I would have to take an anti-parasitic. I don't know. I'm always afraid of the parasites. Oh, thank you. I realized that's what I forgot to do last week for you, Diva. I shared you in the group, but I forgot to put you on my community tab until I went back to put Barry in for this week and realized, wait a minute, I got Barry, and I don't have Diva on in between. Are you having sushi for dinner? I haven't been to like real sushi place though. I'm really just, I think we went to a buffet once, which is now like a crab shack and Publix. You're not. Oh, is it part of what you have? I don't know if everybody's seen your video. You should put the link for your video in the side chat if that's what you're having. So are you shooting the video or did you finish shooting the video for the chicken tikka masala? I can't say that too fast or at all. I don't I've only had frozen Indian food from Whole Foods. I've never had it like out at a restaurant. Oh, that's what I was saying. I've only had sushi out at a restaurant once. It's mostly just Publix. And it's been for years that way. But they used to actually use real crab meat in their sushi, and now it's all that K crab, which is like a white fish. It's not even crab, and it's got other stuff in it that I can't. Nope, I can't do it. Insta headache. But mostly today was the roads were not good. They're very much everybody going the same speed next to each other. It's magnificent. I didn't see that comment until Diva said that. I know Diva likes it. I know Maureen likes it. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'll take trendy ways to introduce parasites into my body for 500, Alex. See, Homestead Aquarius is on that wave with me. Like, I've seen too many, even, yeah, worms and things in fish, not just the ones they eat. I just saw an Israel-made pita maker or pita oven. It had a conveyor belt. It was way old. It looked like it was rusting, and somebody was selling it for a pretty big buck, so I guess maybe you can derust it. Like your Homestead Aquarius like says, I can just click it up here. I love my sushi blackened in a cast iron skillet or deep fried. Yeah, don't know if that's considered sushi anymore. Hmm. Hmm. Not sure. Is it considered sushi? Hmm. Well, my bag of goodies that I have that I got, first I'll show the things that are not fruits or roots. In fact, I need to change the title because it's not just fruits. It's supposed to be tropical fruits and roots, really. Um, the first thing is I love this brand. It's called Prince of Peace. Their stuff is so good because it doesn't have a ton of additives, but this one has a little bit of an additive because it just says lychee flavor and it doesn't say how they get the lychee flavor. Like, you know how they'll put it in brackets and tell you what's in lychee flavor. So maybe it's lychee. I don't know. Um, these things, I love these ginger chews. And I found they only had one bag of the lychee, so I took it. I love lychee fruit. It's so, so yummy. And we usually, oh, excuse me, we usually only have, I've been eating them, so now I'm burping along with the Kavita. Hold on one second. Oh my goodness. I feel like I hate that feeling where I feel like I've got a burp, but it's like great. It's just stuck right there. Favorite roll is the soft shell crab deep. Oh, deep fried. It's called Jerry roll. That sounds good. I've never had sake. I'm never had it. And I don't know if I can have it now because certain alcohols don't make me feel not so good. And plus, I need to protect my little liver. Anyway, the other thing I got that's not a fruit or a root was this lovely tea for menopause. Isn't that nice? What's really funny is it says it's for women. I'm not sure if Asian men were like go into the store and be like, I need that menopause tea because I can't take my wife being in menopause anymore. I need a little chill. We were talking about that. I was like, which part do you think I laughed about when I saw it on the box? Now, the bag that I have, it doesn't have a ton of stuff. It was just a few things, a couple things. But it smells so good. Mmm. Ew, that lychee's good. What kind of lychee you getting? Fresh lychee on that? No. Yuck. And I don't hear this out. Yeah, that's true. That Myadol, they find in it and probably like it. That's true. That's how I spell it. You can spell it with the I also. All right. So let me get my camera out. Actually, I already have the root on there. See if anybody can guess. Now, some of these I'll have to even refresh my own memory. This is the only root I got. And the reason I got it was because I got this before in an Asian supermarket. I'm going to unwrap it. And then proceeded to I think I put it down with the sweet potatoes I have that I want to put out. And it ended up drying up and dying. Yeah, see, I'm getting sound out of here, even though my sound is turned all the way down. Now, let me see. Take it off Bluetooth, maybe? I'm not sure. I think that helped. Nope, it's still coming through the phone. All right, we're going to try this. Let's see. Just going to take it off the camera. And it's facing the wrong direction because I'm silly. Okay, looks like three turds. Three turds on a. Look, guys, I bought turds at the Asian market. All right. Since there's three of them, you get three guesses. I'm sure you're going to get it right away what this is and why I probably bought it. Yes, they use that rhino horn and ginseng for the win. I don't know. GT Junior, it's a tropical root. It's the only root that I bought. It was supposed to say tropical fruits and roots, but I guess I could count this as roots with an S because there's three of them. It's a root vegetable. Hey, good to see you, GT Junior Crows in Alaska. Yes, they're exotic turds. That's right, Storms. I don't even know how much they charged me for these, actually. I just was excited to, get some again. It's a common thing in an Asian market. You can also use look, dun, 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 Shawnee Shave slides in for the answer. Yeah, it is indeed what it is. It's taro. You can use it as a starch or thickener, and it makes a gorgeous plant known as the elephant ear down here. That's what I believe. I have to go double check because there are three plants that are very similar to each other, or at least get confused with one another. The other name for taro is dashin, I believe. And let's see, taro is another common name for the taro species. Oh, another common name is dashin. This variety is a tropical perennial and it likes a moist and warm climate. Bingo! It originates from Southeast Asia, southern India. Certain parts of the Caribbean provide the ideal growing conditions too. Taro or dashin should have a sweet, nutty flavor. It shares the same brown, hairy appearance with Edo. And that's the one that's going around that I'd like to get my hands on. The taro's flesh takes on a bluish appearance when it's cooked. It's quite popular in Hawaii and it's a key ingredient in the Hawaiian dish poi. I didn't know that. The other one is that gets confused with it is malanga, which I think I've seen them. Let me see what else it's called. I know that seems like I hear of people growing that down here. But the Edos are that's the one I would like to get. So I'm not going to read about the malanga just yet. The Edo looks very similar to the taro. And a lot of people are growing that now, and it kind of looks the same thing, like an elephant ear up above the soil. But let's see the difference with Edo. Let's see. Edos are also called Edo. It's Colocasia antiquarium. I hope that's right. Anti, yeah, quarium, quorum, antiquarum. I don't have no quorum with you. Step off. That's what I'll have to see if I can ever remember the Latin names. Also called Edo, the species is native to China and Japan. It can grow in cooler and drier climates, so it's a suitable crop in parts of North America. These corms are generally smaller and rounder than the taro. They resemble striped, hairy potatoes. The flavor of the leaves and corms are a little acrid, and the flesh is a bit slippery. Acrid? That doesn't sound nice. That's not a nice word. What's weird is mine kind of resembles striped hairy potato a bit. So I wonder if they actually gave me Edo. Hold up. Okay, guys. I don't know. Taro? I'm gonna have to, I guess, shave the outside and see. Because this definitely, you can't see it on this side, but it has some striping on it, and it's got some hairiness, a little hairiness to it too. I'm gonna have to call the store tomorrow and ask them if that was Edo that I grabbed and not if they had it mislabeled. They had some other things mislabeled. Yeah, doesn't it sound like eating a green persimmon or just any persimmon that's not right? Oh, I didn't see you said that, GT. I know Edo is really popular, and taro is usually what I picked up at the Asian market, but it was a different one. And they also had things mislabeled in this Asian market because she was telling me like they have things come in on Wednesday, by Thursday they're out when it comes to some of the fruits. Because I was looking to see if they had any Asian pears, and she said by Wednesday we might have, but it's not like a true Asian pear. It was called something else. It's negative 14. How are you even speaking about? How is your Wi-Fi working? How how is your your signal working in your fingers? That just doesn't sound normal. Wow. That's just crazy. Well, you're in here when we're talking about tropical fruit, and I think I got my root wrong, the first one out of the gate. I was wondering that when I saw the pictures. All right, so I think we might go with what GT Jr. said, which was Edo. But see, Sheena was, what was it? It was Shawnee was telling us, Taro in the beginning. She's probably shopped at some Asian, markets maybe, because that's usually what I pick up there. Yeah, this is looking striped, both of them. Yep. So these tropical turds might be Edo, which is usually I see um, gardeners in the northern states growing them. In fact, in Georgia, I think I saw one of the gardeners growing the Edo. 12 degrees outside here. Yeah, what I forget what you said yours was. It was crazy, Marine. Your temp. That was nuts. I'm gonna drop the link. Oh my goodness, that's cool. I miss those days. I wish my daughter wasn't afraid. She had a like fear of the oven and stuff. It really didn't go well. There we go. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's gonna be expensive. We don't even crank ours up that much, our heat, but it never drops down to 12 degrees here. I think the lowest I've ever seen it was high 20s. I'm sure though down in Miami, it's probably got to 12 with the wind chills. Because that's what I was trying to tell people. This big thing at that background is a light, one of those without the stars though lights. This thing. I love the stars, but it for people who have migraines like me, they were saying it bothers their eyes, and some people like it can look like it's flashing. Right here, I have grapefruit in my essential oil diffuser, and it changes color. I can even make it change, like I can turn it and it'll just change. Oh, the StreamYard background is also my thumbnail. It's Kermit the Frog holding on to. It actually looks like a banana, and then this leaf in the front doesn't so much. It's so weird. So I don't know if they just threw some leaves together that look like banana and wrapped it with that bark looking stuff for the picture. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's been brutal. Oh, he likes using your the shop gas stove. That's cool. Yeah, the banana tree with the Muppet. Good. I'm gonna have to have Diva show me that how to do the surprise you win kind of thing, the hashtag thing. I looked at it, but I don't know if I could do it. Like opening. I guess I could. I know how to open two windows, like to do like an Amazon gift card, like have a guess and you know, another show and tell and have people guess. And then those people maybe I would pull the winner from. I don't know. Not make it too complicated. It can't be a raffle, which I'm not going to have people. Oh, give me money for the prize. I bet you missed the Philippines. It was pretty balmy today. It was like 83. Maureen had it on her Facebook about not enjoying the snow or something, and it was or not enjoying the weather, like "Ah," her little cute face she makes in her videos. And people were putting the weather down below, and they were negatives in the negatives. And I think the first person put like -43 or something. I was like, does your friend live in the Arctic? Like Andrew? Goodness. But I told her in the post, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna put my I'm not gonna say we were 83 today down here because yeah. Yes, they all come around. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I gave a silver coin to somebody who stabbed me right in the back after I did it, and also stabbed a friend in the back too, who he was nothing but wonderful to her. He's so infused. Oh, wait a minute. Well, it depends on which ones you use. Some essential oils you're fine with animals, but there's not like a whole lot you want to be using. And it depends on what you have. Like if you have birds are so sensitive that if you use nonstick pans and it's a brand new nonstick pan and you use it on high heat, the fumes from it can kill certain birds. Yeah, 83 January. hmm That's Florida. That's why South Florida, a lot of people are moving here, and they have been moving here for ages to retire. Because the only thing is, you gotta have air conditioning down here, unless you like it just where you can just walk into a wall of humid and hot. And our summer runs longer. At least our summer weather that people consider summer, it starts in spring, and it's nice actually that it's 83 is warm though. I would say for January, we've usually got a little bit cooler than that. We were fortunate that the year that Hurricane Wilma hit, it was October, and we had really cool weather. And it was a good thing because nobody had power in 3 counties for at least a week. A lot of houses and some, longer. Yeah, right. That's what would probably happen. Yeah. Which maybe I'll just put it in subscribers only mode for like the whole night. Do I know you? Hey, Tibor, good to see you. Oh, okay, Bob. I just saw that. Enjoy your dinner. Welcome back anytime. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I've seen people do that. Not even just clone accounts. Yeah. They yeah. Well, they just have other accounts that they troll people with. Oh, did it? I'm sorry, my album Farm Life. That we almost moved to Georgia after Wilma. It we didn't get hit too hard because we were in brand new townhomes that were built like bunkers. Pulte had built them. Everything was concrete poured, and we were quite like in the middle, maybe two from the end on one side. And what all we were missing were some tiles on the very top of our roof. Thankfully, that's all. And the ends of our building, like the townhome buildings, their corners got hit a bit bad at the top, but nothing like other places got hit. But yeah, I wanted to move after that. I was like, my daughter was little. We were without power, and then you can have sewer issues. It was awful. And then her and I both got sick. I don't know if we caught a bug because of um, the food or whatever that we had, or just nerves even. What's bad? What did I miss? I can't wait till you get your popcorn. And who was saying that? Was it you, Barry, about Jiffy Pop? Or wanting to get Jiffy Pop too? Lost some tiles, but it took out my. Oh, the pool enclosures. Yeah, that's awful. Whoa. Where were you during that time for Wilma? Oh, you were good. Yeah, that way you were good. I know I would love to have a whole house generator, but the hassle we've been having with just trying to get our panel replaced, I just don't even. Okay. Yeah, you guys took a big brunt of it. I don't even remember the storm other than just sitting in our house overnight and hearing it and thinking there's no way this is a 2. This is miscategorized. Like this is just way too strong to be a 2. But it was over us and I think they said no, still was a 2 when it was over us. But it made me want to move to like Brazelton, Georgia. It just wasn't the time. Red skies and double rainbow. Oh wow. That was today? Are you guys okay though, Tibor? I hope you don't have any flooding or wind damage. Yeah, right. Because everybody wants surprise gators and snakes in their pools. You could get that anyway without the storms. They just come in. My dad had probably about 3 different snakes get into our pool, but that was over years, and years they were there. So it wasn't an often thing. I would say maybe 4 or 5 times we had snakes in that screen enclosure around the pool. 2 were around the pool and 3 had gotten into it. Ah, there she is. She's magical. Oh, who could this be? Oh, hey,
E.T.
Hey there, how y'all doing?
Good.
this bag smells so good. I'm like, mm. Okay, I know everybody's gonna know what this is. I don't even need the special camera. Oh no, it's already going. I'm gonna have to cut that little thing.
I don't know what it is.
Really?
No.
Here, let me
Buddha
see.
hand.
You got it. That's
Yeah.
right. It's Buddha's hand. It's a citron. Let me see if they label it.
Ooh.
What does that taste like?
You usually, I think, just use it for flavoring, but I bet here. Hold on. No, that doesn't want to come off. It is just all rind, from what I've seen. It smells delicious. It's very strong. That's one of the tentacles.
Right. I think it's the citron is what they put in the lemon.
Yeah.
Why can't I just served some to my friend today?
What?
Von B.
Kurt.
Von B.
Yeah.
The thing you get from Costco.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The Von B
That
from
thing.
Costco. Yeah.
It's milder than biting into a lemon rind,
Okay.
but it does have that lemony
It's
kind of.
It's just so delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if we can grow them.
You probably could, and that's what I was going to look for was a seed, because it's just such a weird citrus that I'm wondering if my daughter won't have a problem with the pollen if I put it away from her room. But I was just thinking, like what you said, like for teas, drying it out and keeping it for seasonings, like a lemon pepper seasoning, but with citron. Oh, it smells so good. I love citrus. I've got grapefruit oil actually in my.
Well, that's what was keeping me was like you said, I got grapefruit in your diffuser, and I went, well, I've got patchouli and bergamot in mine, and I went, I need to go refill it.
I need to get more. Yeah, I'm so far. Like this is actually not even the Young Living. This is the Now brand that I'm using because I'm out of the grapefruit from Young Living. Okay. Next is, you can guess the area where this might be from. The area of the world. It's ugly, but
I know.
okay. What type of banana is that?
I'm not. I'm gonna let somebody else answer.
Okay.
Well, spell it again. I got your B and your R and the D. Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking in. Start again.
I can't sign anymore. So I'm like, what's that first letter?
Well, I closed my eyes. I wasn't watching.
And plus, I learned some wrong because I remember one night we were talking about it, and I was like,
No,
and
that's
you're like,
wrong.
that's not it. I'm like, oh, I've been practicing it wrong. Hey, Gardner Josh. Okay, give
Well,
me
you
a
started
country.
with a B.
Give me a country. It's not a B country.
T. Is that not T? Mm-hmm. H. A. I. L.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's
You don't have
not.
to. Oh no, you don't have to spell the whole thing for her. Well, you didn't get it from just what he started with.
From Thailand?
Yep.
Oh.
Thai banana. This is a Thai banana. She
Mm.
gave it a certain name. She even thought that my bananas were related to the Thai bananas. And I said, well, they have like tons of cultivars. I said, it's possible that mine is. And that's what I always called it. I always thought it was a Thai banana. This is actually not all the way ripe, but they get even riper. They get uglier, just like my banana does. Mine look like damaged compared to store-bought when they get really ripe and soft.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to wait. I ate the one in the car with my son that was kind of like this. It's got a nice firm flesh where they could use it too as a cooking banana or a starch for their meals. It's got a definite banana taste, and then when it finishes, it has a little bit of a citrus like mine, but not as strong. Mine have a stronger citrus, like a lemon flavor to them.
What?
My Thai bananas, they have like, it's not like a straight up lemon flavor. It's like that acid of a citrus. Like in your palate. I don't know how to explain it. It's not acidic. It's just got that hint of lemon. I don't know. It's mostly banana, but just a tiny little hint of lemon. Okay. These are easy.
Nope. I haven't guessed.
I love those. Oh, wait. That's not what I thought it was. Never mind.
I got to put my glasses back on.
Look, I got earrings. What do you say, side chat? Anybody get this one?
It's
they have to get ugly too before you eat them. They usually are darker sometimes, and they can be even greenish. This variety is known as purple possum, I'm pretty sure.
Never seen it before.
Really?
Nope.
Okay, you only eat the inside.
Is white and creamy in the inside?
It's gelatinous almost in the inside with quite a few seeds.
Storm said moldy Christmas ornaments?
Nope.
Good job, Mary.
Hey, good to see you. Oh, I've got something else as far as that's concerned, my Alabama life. Really? Okay, guys.
Oh, pudding fruit. Duncan.
No, it's not pudding fruit, but that's a good answer. I was looking for those. Those are related to, I believe, persimmons. Nope, not a pomegranate. They're too small for. Look at how small. Well, no, they do have small pomegranates. That's like a dwarf tree. That's right. All right, you want me to give it to you?
No, give us the first letter. I think I know it. I gotta refresh my brain.
The type of it is purple passion, and the next letter is another.
Oh man.
Yeah, purple possum passion fruit.
I
didn't mean to say passion. I meant to say purple possum, and passion came out. I'm like, just gave it to him. Yeah, these are passion fruit. You wait till they get really, really, really wrinkly, and then the inside is going to be as sweet as it's going to be, and it's still tart. Like a lot of them are very acidic on the inside. But I wanted these again for the seed.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. I thought I knew what that was, but I've never seen that before.
Well, you usually see them, they're shiny or they're not ripe yet. So you see them nice and on the vine. No?
I don't think I've ever seen a passion.
Never seen them.
Out. I have one in, I don't know if I still have the short up. It was a bee flying around. I don't know if I have that up. Anyway, it was a bee going into passion vine that I had on our in between the fence line, and unfortunately it went into the neighbor's old fence, and our fence guy built our fence up against it, so it was
Ah,
trapped. So like the passion flower was trapped in there. Well, they ended up going and getting the same type of fence we got, and they completely had their handyman rip it down. There wasn't any left. He pulled it all up. He didn't leave me any. Because it was
wow.
on there, it would be on their side because they were now using our fence line, like that we had in between the houses. And I was like, oh, I planted that. I wish you would have told me. I would have tried and dug some and pull them out on our side.
I don't think I've ever seen, like, I've seen lots of dishes with passion fruit, but I don't think I've ever seen one. The flowers are very,
The flowers are gorgeous on a
really,
passion
really
fruit.
crazy looking. Like they're
Yeah.
just so, they almost
It
don't look real.
yeah, they actually are called passion fruit because they take after like the passion of the Christ. Like they were saying, like each thing means something, even like
Oh.
how it looks kind of like the crown of like thorns. And there's only so many, what are those stamens, I think, that are all around the center?
Hmm.
Or is the center one the stamen? I'm so bad at botany. I tried to like take one of those free little courses and I was like, I can't remember this. Are you kidding me? Kept falling out the back door. I'm like, I guess I need to go take Latin. All right, this one you guys have seen people grow on YouTube. And I believe it goes
I
up
don't
to,
know.
hold on, let me see what it goes up to real quick. Um, oh, how funny. It started, I guess it took the information off my phone. And grow. Yeah, growing zone. That's right. That's what I want, Google. What is in there? Oh, GT, you're what zone are you? Oh, it doesn't matter because you grow in your, this is a vine.
He's got no zone.
You don't have, yeah, you get to push the zone like David the Good says. You get to push the zone, but in a different way.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
let's see. These are best grown in zones 9 to 11, but it's possible to grow them anywhere with a growing season longer than 120 days. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was like 120 days. But still, this is similar to what I just showed you in the way that you consume it. Although I've heard some people say they can eat the outside if you take certain things off of it first.
Oh, I know what that is. It's,
It's a prickly pear.
No?
Or dragon. No, it's not dragon fruit.
No, but it kind of looks like a yellow dragon fruit a little bit.
Yeah.
I could see like people
You
guessing
know what?
that.
That is not a letter. If it's K, it's this way. If it's P, it's this way. P is down.
I
Like,
know that. I'm not doing that. Well, how you
That's
do?
not that's not what
K,
he's
K,
probably
you
doing.
want to have,
Wait, what's
you want to,
K then? I thought I knew it. I
yeah,
thought
you
K was
do.
like this,
No, it's not sideways. It's more upright.
upright,
Isn't K
like
or
this.
is like it like that?
Yeah, K.
This K. Okay,
Yeah, this is K.
that's
It's
the first letter of it.
I need to relearn because I've
Kefir.
lost it all.
It
Kachari.
is.
Kangaroo.
I don't think that's wait a minute. Hold on, Homestead. It's not giving me the proper name. I
Kaya
don't think it's the
melon.
Kajari. And of course it just
Kajari.
fell
Oh,
out of my brain what it's called.
it's kind of like a
I know you know
cucumber.
it, Homestead. I just
It's a
It's like a
cucumber,
cucumber.
y'all.
it can be, yeah, like it's like it's
The
called
insides may be green.
oh yes. Who's saying all that?
There's
Your
a
old
l-
comments on there? Passion fruit was my first guest. You won. Oh, congratulations. Yay, you get to be the passion fruit guesser. That's your prize. Ta-ta.
There's lots of seeds in it too.
Yeah, there's lots of seeds in it. It's green in the middle, that's true. And it's like the passion fruit in that you consume a gelatinous stuff with seeds inside. Tell me when you're ready. Just kind of look at it. What would you say these look like? Like if they were maybe on,
Alien fruit.
yes, alien fruit. But what do you think, like other than a thorn, what else could this be called?
A cactus.
No, the thing I'm touching. Ow.
It's a cactus.
No.
And she says, ouch.
African
Oh,
horned melon.
yeah. That is one. You got it. There you go. It's also
What did
called
you call it?
it's called
Orange melon?
it's
Horn.
actually the African horn cucumber or melon. It's a kiwano melon. Is an
Ta-da.
exotic, peculiar fruit from the central and southern regions of Africa. It's formally known as Cucumis oh gosh, Lord help me, metulifarius.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now you see why I paused too. Like, what?
Whoa.
Metulifarius. I'm just going to pretend that's what it sounds like, and you'll just, say yes. That's about right. Yeah, your Latin's awesome, Carol. Um, okay. When ripe, it says the thick outer skin of the Kiwana melon is bright orange. So this is ripe. I have to actually open it tomorrow, so I was going to take a video of it.
Cool.
And it's covered in small spiny projections or horns. The inner flesh consists of a gelatinous lime green or yellow substance that houses a multitude of edible seeds. I've heard complaints about the seeds from some people who eat it. So I was thinking of I'm going to try maybe a little bit with the seeds in it and then put the rest through a strainer to just try the gelatinous stuff without it. Because you can make drinks with it just like a passion fruit, like they use that for drinks.
Just not about food that goes, yeah, it's got a nice gelatinous. I could just.
You mix it in a drink, you wouldn't know, or a smoothie. You wouldn't know. It has a nice smell.
Mm-hmm.
But one place said that you could, like a potato, you could peel these horns off and actually eat the outside too. But I have not seen one person do that. So I don't know if they're just, pulling my leg.
Right. They look really cool.
Don't they look cool? I think they do too.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to grow dragon fruit. I'm just afraid Malachi might grab it. All right, that was that one. So we've had. Go ahead.
When you say gelatinous, for some reason, I always think of oxtails when it's been sitting in the refrigerator, or I think of like pig feet cooked that's been sitting in the refrerator. That's what my brain automatically
like
thinks.
Collagen, like a collagen.
Collagen.
It's like a thin. I don't want to say
that's what I think of. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to say it's mucusy like, but
that made it better.
I know. That's why I don't want to say that, but I just did. It came out of my mouth. It's not mucusy. Hello, tofu. She's like, gross. Yeah, I would say growth. It's definitely it's not like that. They've described it kind of like doing like a pomegranate. How the pomegranate has that seed, but the gel is around the outside, but that's encapsulated. They don't have capsules around the fruit part. It's just like the fruit inside, free flowing all together inside the fruit. All right, this one looks pretty simple.
Gosh, it sounds like snot insides.
Yeah. The kids are so excited for dessert tonight. They said you're giving them green snot. Yeah. Okay. This is just kind of silly. I'm trying to find a good side to it without showing like the thing in case somebody can blow it up. All right.
Does it start with a P?
Nope.
Oh.
But it's kind of common. It's just got another word.
You're thinking
adjective.
Of pomelo?
Oh, that would be like this. Unless this was a miniature pomelo. Those are huge. What do you think?
Oh, I just see it as a grapefruit.
Okay. This is actually called the cocktail grapefruit. You were right. They come in instead of coming in a typical like larger grapefruit size. These are cocktail. They're just a little small for just a little grapefruit in the morning if you want it.
But it's still pretty big.
It's still good. Well, it's like a little bit bigger than an orange. I would say, yeah, like a softball size. But our grapefruits that are in our stores are a little larger. And most citrus that you get, if you find organic citrus, I mean, I get organic citrus, but I still wonder about that because with what we had with the citrus greening and everything, I'm wondering if something's being hidden from us and that. But that ends my bag of goodies that I got.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna bring out one of my fruits that I really want to try.
Well, I
It's
do
called a
have a papaya.
mangosteen. I
Oh,
want to
that's the
taste
one
it.
I've been looking for all day. Be quiet. You did not
Oh,
just say
so
that.
I was happy that I want to try it. I've got cheese.
I'm dying. Me too. I want to try the purple. They have a lemon one too. Lemon drop.
What?
Yeah. They have a
What?
multitude of mangosteens. But this is what the
Mm.
lady, that's what I was actually looking for to find out when and if they get mangosteens in. And what she told me was they have a short shelf life and they're very expensive, so they don't bring them into her store. So there's one large Asian market that is up towards West Palm. So I might try that one and see if they bring them in. Otherwise, yeah, they're not. I was looking on Etsy. Some people had them on Etsy. I don't know if it's even season right now. I forget what I I was going to ask that lady, and she didn't tell me
That
because she didn't get them in.
they're very odd looking.
Yeah, mangosteens. It,
Magazine?
yeah, and you don't eat that outside. It's just the cover,
You
basically.
eat the white puffy stuff in the center.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't know. I was watching a little girl try them. Is it only one of them that has the seed in it, or do each section have? Do you know if each section has a seed? Because there was one large one in the magazine, and you could see she said it right away. The little girl did. She's like, "That's the one that has the seed." So
I
I
can't
want.
remember. I know it's something about five,
Oh, thank you,
five,
Maureen.
and then six. I don't know if it's. There it goes.
That's the purple magazine. I would love to try those. That's
There's
so weird that
Yes.
you and I were on the same wavelength today. I was
Yeah.
wanting so bad, like, to find them. I found them freeze dried on Amazon. But yeah, I was looking. Let me see if I can find the place that had them. And then also there is a place here in Homestead that sells the tree, but I think but
they're
didn't
very cool looking. Like it almost looks like it's a topping of a like it's yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
it looks like jewelry or something
Yeah.
almost. It's just so pretty.
I've
It's
only
such a
got one screen. Are you able to see this one? Whoops.
no, because it's
Okay.
not clicked over to that screen yet.
Uh,
If you maybe remove the mangosteen one
I will try that.
and see if it
I've never done this, so
you're doing great.
remove it from the stage.
Yes, it does not refer to that. Yes, Asian market does not refer to any massage parlors. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not recommending you walk into those and ask for fruit or a
Who
serving.
said that?
Homestead.
What's up, man?
Of course he
Mangostein
did.
is supposed to be a big yes, health wise it is supposed to be very good for you.
Mm.
Mangosteen.
Oh, except for I think I made it too
Oh,
big.
oh, this is the passion vine, or is this
Look at this.
yep,
Look at
that's
the
the passion
it
yep.
doesn't even look real.
See that one's yellow. They come in all different colors, the fruit.
Yeah,
And the
I
same thing with the flower. The flowers all have different looks to them.
just don't know how to make my screens that like as because I ended up blowing it up.
Oh,
So and
okay.
then
No, it looks
now I
really
take this
pretty.
away. Stop screen.
Okay.
What about ice
Yay!
cream bean?
Yes, I want to try that one. There was a guy who had actually the tree for a little bit, and I couldn't get in touch with him. I wanted to get one. I know if I drive all the way out. Oh, here's the lemon drop for $60 right on Etsy. That's the lemon drop mangosteen. The only thing with mangosteen is they take a long time from what I was looking at to mature.
I don't want
And
nothing like that.
ice cream bean, like, I don't know how long that one takes to mature, but some of them, they're all different shapes. Like, they have longer ones, they have shorter, fatter ones. I probably want the shorter,
Mm.
fatter ones, maybe whichever one matures soon enough. I mean, quickly. Hold on, $58. This must be shipping of mangosteens. No, this is the fruit tree. I thought I had found. Anyway, this is the lemon drop. This is what it looks like on the tree.
They look like a papaya.
Yeah, it looks like a papaya and a lemon had a baby. Like,
Mm.
yeah, the way it's hanging on a tree reminds me of papaya too, how they grow. Let me see if I can find. It's Garcinia intermedia. is the lemon drop one, and it's more of one piece. It's I don't know if I can make. Hold on, let me make the picture there. That's better. That's the lemon drop mangosteen, and I imagine they have different kinds probably. But yeah, I couldn't find the regular mangosteen to ship here that wasn't under $100+ to get some.
To get the actual fruit.
Yeah, and that's people from down in Miami. So I was thinking maybe I could go down and get me a tree from Miami or somebody local, like because it's a tropical and people grow it. But yeah, let me look at. Hold on, how long it takes for maturity. I'm gonna just let me take myself off the other one.
Can you look up ice cream bean plant?
If I wonder if I just kick myself. Okay, if you want to prevent this person from, yeah, I don't want to ban myself. There we go. Hold on. Mangosteen. Yeah, they're like a long version of mangosteen as far as the fruit being around the seed, but it's fluffy and it's supposed to taste like vanilla ice cream, supposedly. Mangosteen tree. Okay. Maturity. Bears fruit. There we go. Bears fruit. At what year? Sorry, guys.
Nope. I'm looking at the ice cream, the fresh ice cream bean.
Yeah, they're amazing looking. Oh, okay. It's 8 to 10 years, but still, that seems like a lifetime when you want to move and stuff.
Yeah, we just have it in a pot.
Yep.
No.
I have so many in a pot. That one, I think I told you guys this, and it's still laying there because I'm trying to figure out what do I do? How do I do this? My Barbados cherry, which is really high in vitamin C, dug its way out of its pot and is like the roots went way out underneath the pot and into the ground. So now I don't know. I'm going to lose a pot because I'm probably going to have to cut it. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. And see how it's right around a big seed. So it's just this fluffy stuff, and then you have these seeds. Kind of
The seed is huge.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Ademoyas. Sugar apples kind of have a lot of black seeds. So does soursop.
This one here, I don't know if you.
Yeah, that's the big one. I've seen that one down here. Huge.
And so
what you mean you've seen it there?
Down here, they have the trees because it's the tropics. They grow. They can grow. Yeah. I know. I should have so many cool trees. It's just a matter of the money for these cool trees.
Mm-hmm.
And with the mangoes, because I guess where I'm located, since it's real humid, I can get they can get funguses. I think it's like fungus. Easier. Hey, Andrew's Northwest Coins. Good to see you.
So which Andrew?
How's the weather up there in the Arctic Circle? I know, me too, Barry. I have that. I should eat fruit instead.
So he's in the Arctic Circle?
I don't know. Homestead said that. Are you actually in the Arctic Circle, Andrew's Northwest Coins? That's what Robert was saying.
Gotta wait a second.
Yeah,
they're all listening, but they're all playing Minecraft.
Are you serious? All of them?
No.
Wow.
No, just Robert and Kathleen.
Tian. Oh, Kathleen's playing too.
Yeah.
Are you sliding down any like lava slides, Kathleen? Don't let him tell you that you can do that. Hey, Angela, good to see you. Crafty Halo. We were just guessing fruits before you came in.
South of the Arctic Circle, 80 miles. He's 80 miles south of the Arctic Circle.
Okay. Close enough. Close enough for me. So you're like only almost frozen. You're almost an iceberg. Goodness sakes. I don't even know how you stay warm. Go ahead. Sorry.
I got a question. So
okay.
Y'all know that I cook here at work. So I have bought some steaks yesterday. Ribeyes are my
Ooh.
Or that's my choice meat when it
Yeah, I
comes
like
down to
them.
steaks.
Mm-hmm.
I buy the New York because they're more cost effective for me.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
I
that's what we
buy
do
them,
now. Mm-hmm.
I cut them the long way so that I can make two out of every one because they're thick, and I cook my steak all the way. I know that ruins the steak, y'all. Y'all don't
Mm-hmm.
have to come at me in the comments in
Yep.
the live. I understand, but that's the way I choose to eat it. And
Yeah.
so I bought the ribeyes, and I seen a sign in the window, and it said $10 off. So I asked the guy, he was like, "Yeah, just get it and do what you do." So I
Mm-hmm.
bought it yesterday. I kept it at work, and I was looking for my fillet knife because we don't have a fillet knife here at the job.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Wally World, grabbed me a fillet knife, 16.95. So I cut it, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the meat, I'm like, wow, this looks a little different. So I cook it in the air fryer. It tastes weird.
Uh-oh.
I'm looking at the meat again. It looks different. Like,
Oh no.
I don't know. Something just don't it looks like it's like shiny a little bit too. I'm like, what is this?
Th-
So
Did it
I think
taste
I'm
like
gonna
it
have to
old, or do you mean like they printed you some meat or gave you a
I don't
little?
know. Something ain't right. My mouth and my stomach said, "What's this?" I,
Oh,
like it really said that to me. I'm talking about. I got a piece. I put it in my mouth, and I could taste the flavor. I could taste my seasoning on it. And
yeah.
then all of a sudden, my tongue said, "Whoa!" And I'm like, "When I did like this," and then I picked up another piece and I looked at it. I'm like, "It just is something wrong with it?" And then
Mm.
I said it. I didn't say it out loud. My one of my clients,
He did the
he
same
looked at
thing.
me. He said,
Oh.
no, I cooked them chicken salad today. I made
Oh yeah. Okay.
three breasts. I cut up the breast and I threw it in a salad with the mushrooms and all that stuff. So I
Mm-hmm.
did that for them, and I had the steak because and he seen my facial expression. He asked me. He said, "What's wrong? Why are you looking like that?" And I said, "Something's
Hmm.
wrong." He's like, "Did you cook it right?" I was like, "Have I ever messed up on some meat before?" He said, "Well, what
Mm.
you gonna do?" So I don't know if you can take meat back, but Costco gonna have to get my money back. I don't think I
Yeah,
want
you
the
can.
steak.
I would say something's wrong with it. Maybe somebody walked around with it in their cart in that big place and then just put it back.
I dug down to find the one that was proportioned correctly.
Yeah.
um what I do is I look for the one that has four pieces and I look for whole numbers. So I look for ones that says like
Okay.
6 pounds or close to 6 pounds, and that's how I cut it. That's the way I shop.
Okay.
So that's what I did. I looked around and I found one and I grabbed it or whatever, but I don't know. I don't know what kind of meat they sold me. Something's not
Mm.
right. And I promise you, something's not right. The glazing that I see over the meat looks a little suspect. It's like a
Ooh.
sheen or yeah, it's a sheen, and then you know how the fat detaches and sticks at the same time. It's kind of weird. I'm like,
That's weird.
something's different.
I'm gonna have to
Um,
really watch steak then when I get it.
mm,
Yes, it's one of your I just saw it while I'm listening to GT and getting grossed out about steak, and we just had steak, like, last night, and then the night before, and I had a few pieces left today, and I ate it with some cheese on a piece of bread. Yeah, they did. Doug and Stacy got their money back over the fish thing. They had parasite in their salmon. You're muted. Oh, it's okay, okay. Yeah, I remember that. They made a huge deal out of it, but I would too. That's so gross. They bought salmon. Did you ever see that, Maureen?
No, I didn't see that one.
They got salmon and
Oh, okay. So what I would say is that it could be that they've pieced it together and they're just calling it that kind of steak.
mhm,
And then
like
that is a type of glue that they make.
that looks like fat.
Hmm.
Whoa.
So
Now
that could
that's
be,
something new. I didn't know that.
yeah.
Oh, wow. They can actually make fat steak. I mean, they can make glue that looks like fat from a steak.
Hmm. Well, that's how they'll make a roast. Is they'll take chunks and glue it together and put that to be the fat. That's been going on for a long time.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Uh-huh.
Yep, my Alabama farm life agrees with you. She says that's what I'm thinking. It's meat glue. So they probably used
Oh
a
yeah,
little bit too much. Oh, look at you.
threads
Threads
and
and jars
jars.
coming
Yeah,
in with the brainiac stuff.
yeah. Transglutamase. Transglutamase.
Wow, I had no clue about that.
Uh-huh.
Never heard of it.
But you buy from a a proper butcher. You're not going
Yeah.
to be seeing that.
Yeah, we go to the proper Publix. I wish I could go to the butcher. What was the load of drama? The glue it that What?
I don't know. I missed it.
I don't know. Me
I don't know.
too.
A moment
Hey,
where we did something crazy.
my friend Aid might be having his rum and coffees too.
Mm.
What's Andrew making? I missed what Andrew said.
Oh, he went and bought, or not bought,
Reindeer.
butchered a
Oh,
reindeer.
okay.
Hmm.
Cool. For Eskimo ice cream though, I couldn't do it. So you air dry it? Okay. So then it becomes flaky? I was thinking it's like gelatinous. Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't mean what GT was saying. He meant Doug and Stacy. Yes. I was like, is my
Oh,
friend Abe getting drunk? Saying that. I'm like, that's so out of character for him. He meant Doug and Stacy. It was a huge drama. They made it a big, big drama, but they got views.
yep.
But that's the thing. Is like that's what's so hard. Is like if you play the game on YouTube, you also look like a total jerk to people who don't want to play the game or know you're playing the game.
Right.
But that's what brings in the money for those creators. So,
Yeah.
if you're, and that's what's hard too, is then they fall into that trap of it's all the time because they see it making them money, which I would be very tempted to keep doing it, which I might do it. I don't want to be the jerk, but if it's bringing some income into my house, I don't know if I might try it. Like if they're making big bucks, there's this one lady that I watched that's over in Japan. She's called I think I mentioned her before on uh, Thursday, Oriental Pearl. And they were complaining in her comments. She's always like putting how she broke the Matrix or the Matrix broke when she's surprising people that she's fluent in Japanese and all these other Japanese, Chinese. She knows some Korean and like both dialects, I think, in Chinese she knows. Yeah, I don't want to compromise my integrity. If it's making me feel bad about myself and I know I'm compromising my integrity, I wouldn't want to do it. And I definitely never stepped on people to, over YouTube. That wasn't. I don't ever want to be like that. I've had
Do,
that done to me and it's awful.
they do that?
Who? No, no, no. They didn't do that. I'm not saying Doug,
You're
but
just saying other people that,
other people,
but
some like generalizing, some people will just step on other people for their channel
mhm.
but no, the example I was talking about was people in her comment section were saying how they're getting really tired of it. And I even said in comment section, I'm like, if it's making her getting her views, she's trying to use YouTube's algorithm that you can't blame her for that. Like she's bringing views to her channel
Right.
and she sees that title does. So she
Right.
mixes that same title up a few times.
Yeah. So she's just making clickbait.
It's basically she's making clickbait, but she's fulfilling on it. Like, 'cause she really is shocking people who see her, speaking in their native tongue. Let's see. I have this thing called ethics. Wait a minute. You? What? Go down that road just for views. Yeah. Well, I think sometimes people get trapped in CN by accident. Like some of them are really pushing for it and the SEOs and everything, but some all of a sudden discover something that works and they want to figure out a way to keep making it work. Because there's people on here that have been at their numbers for quite a while and are still trying to figure it out. I don't have it figured out. I haven't really put my mind to, like, let me just figure this out. So scatterbrained with many things, not dumb. I have a lot going on. The LDS definitely go down the drum. Yeah, they do sometimes. Yeah, they figured out their niches, the stuff. Yeah.
Well, they do some alarming.
Yeah, alarming stuff. But
Mhm.
also it's helping the community is how they see it too, letting you know these things in
Yes,
case you
yeah, I
didn't.
was right. I wasn't referring to the alarming as in that's shocking. They're going, hey, hey, we're letting you know, we're letting you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Hugs, Baba, and kisses.
What haven't
They're
you
so
figured out
cute.
yet, Kathleen?
That one title probably that brings the boys to the yard. Her milkshake title.
It's just
Kath.
like, well, I know
Mm-mm.
when people would, you know, and they're sort of friends, and they'd go, hey, we're doing this, it's some holiday, and it's like, and we're doing it in the backyard, and you could come and sing, and it would give you exposure, but we're not paying you to come and sing in our
Oh,
backyard, and
like a
I just go, you know what? If I need exposure, I can strip buck naked, start running down the highway. It was like Maureen Washington was just seen running down the highway naked. I can that's me exposing myself, and I will get the clicks, and well, I won't get the I'll get the clicks. Because people will be just like, did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? Mm.
Yep. Oh no, a new one. Oh dear. Yeah. I'm sure there's plenty. Let's see.
Mm.
Brings the views to the yard. My click.
That's
You
pretty
back?
darn
What
good.
happened? GT, did you press a button? Where did you go? I was like, what? Do you have a moment? I
Oh,
hope
Bob's
everything's
looking for the link.
okay. Yeah, I'm dropping it. Ah, there we go.
I like that, Kathleen. I need a milkshake title. Yes, you do. Yes, we all do.
Yeah, I have actually and have had for 2 months, TN, that hedge trimmer that I still gotta shoot a video for. They sent me. I know, it just hasn't the time hasn't worked out right.
Mm.
Like, we've either got rain hey, Bob, rain when I can do it, and then sometimes I just can't do it. Hey, you're
Sorry
back.
about
You just,
that.
like,
Yeah,
fell,
Hello,
like,
I
out of
GT.
pushed the button.
I
Hey there,
thought you
Bob.
did. I
Hmm.
wasn't gonna
And
make
I
a big
had to go get the package out of the trash can because one of my guys they took out the trash, and
oh,
so I'm
no.
put it. No, I went and retrieved that bad boy. It was
Good,
on
good.
top. We had trash to pick up today, so it was on top. I grabbed it out, so I'm taking it back. I can't.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's
I'm
Yeah.
questionable, get it out of there. Yeah.
Yeah, go get your money back.
I like
Hmm.
I like I like Garden Warriors. Oh yeah, you just yeah.
Please cover the national.
Please.
I don't know, it's better. I'd
Me
probably get
too.
a divorce, that's for sure. Can't
Q,
be
I don't have enough money to come bail you out. I'm sorry, but if you get arrested, that's on you.
nice, the DeWalt burner. Mhm. Was that did they hook you up with a free one or you just got one, Alabama? That's sweet. I like DeWalt. And Makita. Your bet
Mm.
needs orange juice. That sounds good. I can't touch it. I just actually watched something about how they make apple juice even, and I'm like, I'm never ever. Nope. Nope.
Darling, stop watching
Stop
that stuff.
watching.
It'll
Yeah.
scare the it'll scare the pants off of you.
It was like all
It's
fake.
like,
I was like, I used to think that Seneca was the good one because it like had. And then you start to wonder, like, how does that juice get that particular flavor out of their apples every single time?
Mhm.
Mhm. I
It's
heard from
like
a
same
truck.
thing with the orange juice. They do it, pack it.
I heard from a tanker truck driver
Cool.
about what they put in their tanks, and sometimes they'll get a haul of chemicals, and then they'll get a haul of orange juice and all that. And he said, we just put clove oil in there to hide the chemical smell. And we it's just like, la,
Wow.
la, 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 la. I don't want to hear this.
Gotcha. What's up, Garrett? Good to see you, Garrett. Yeah, I don't want to. Nope. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying with like our citrus down here. If you buy citrus trees down here and a lot of places on the East Coast, you're getting a soil drenched tree. Soil drenched with all the different chemicals to fight off all the diseases that
Mm.
hit the citrus industry. They
Oh.
they soil drench it before they put it out for sale. So it's really,
Oh.
yeah, it's hard to find like organic growing citrus. I don't know. I haven't seen any for sale. That's for
Right.
sure.
Yeah, the orange juice I do buy or actually it's an apple juice and it is an organic one.
That's what I
Um,
get.
but it's orange in color. Like
Hmm,
it's so pure. Like
okay.
it's not like, the usual, apple juice is very amber looking, right?
Yeah, it looks
And
like a
Yeah.
specimen because they've done skits like that.
yeah,
Mhm,
exactly. So
mhm.
you got that going on, and but it was like I was having lunch at a high end restaurant. And they go, here, you can help yourself to. It was a
Nice
really
cuisine.
nice buffet, and it,
Yeah.
it was like apple juice and orange juice. And so it's like, but which is which? And this is the apple juice, and it was just slightly a different shade, but it's like
Mm.
it's not been run through a whole bunch of filters and stuff. So you're
Okay,
getting
got it. Yeah, yeah.
mm,
So you're getting the skin color in there too and
yes, yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Nice.
Hmm.
That sounds good. Where do you pick that up? At like a local farm?
Just no, I think I can get it at Whole Foods, but I was buying it just at the market that's just down the street from me.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I like
Mhm.
blood oranges, but I've never been able to find any down here that are organic.
I
They're
had some
so
of those the
yummy.
other day. We had some organic ones in our supermarket, and I grabbed them, and
Of
they
course,
didn't last. They
they
didn't
probably,
last long,
yeah,
man.
delicious, aren't
Mhm, just
they?
yeah, I
Mm,
don't peel that stuff. I slice it into 4 parts
Mm-hmm.
and just eat it like a
mm.
mango, you know?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's really good. I know,
oh,
I
it was
love them.
so good. Mhm.
Yeah,
I guess that's where they go then is out there since California's producing now most of the
Yeah,
citrus.
probably up north
Mm-hmm. Go
yeah. Well,
ahead,
my
here,
Maureen,
yeah.
sorry.
my when I had my first trip to Florida, that was
Mm-hmm.
the first time I had ever eaten a real orange, like to know what an
Yeah.
like, 'cause you
Mhm.
just like I grew up eating oranges, and you're like, "That's my
Yeah.
orange, that's my orange." We went down, we were on a cruise, and I was sick on the cruise, so I wasn't eating a whole lot, and just before we left, got a piece like, had a piece of a bite of an orange, and it was like, "Is that what it's supposed to taste like? Oh my gosh." Like,
Mm.
it was
Yeah.
just out of this
Yeah.
Mhm.
world.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah.
Nothing like it.
I had a s I have a similar story to that, Maureen. In the '70s, we went to visit family in
Mhm.
Florida, and we used to just get a big box of sun-kissed oranges here in Washington, from Florida.
Mhm.
That's what we knew. And then we went to some relatives' house, and they went out in their orange orchard, and they brought in for us 3 or 4 different kinds of oranges.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
he says, "We used to call this type, brown oranges, but now to market them, we had to name them honeydews." And that was the
Mhm.
same experience with me. Go get them right off the tree. I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh,
Mhm.
man, world of difference right off the tree."
Mhm,
I'll never forget that.
mhm.
Yeah. I think they might be the honey bells they have is a big one down
Mm.
here too. A honey
Mm,
bell it's got a weird shape to it, like where it attaches to the tree, it's got like a
mm,
little hump right
yeah.
Oh,
there.
to be
Mhm.
like a bell.
That's the honey bell. Mhm.
Yeah, I think
And
that
But
I think the one that I had, it too, it wasn't just from a grocery store, like, it
mhm.
was fresh picked, and it was just,
Now I
uh
wanna eat it
go for it. Why not?
because I was gonna film it. How many do I have to film? 1, 2, 3. I guess it can be a short. It's okay because 'cause I'm definitely not just gonna bite right into the Edo because I don't know how to use it because I thought it was taro. I can always go over and get another one.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead, keep talking.
I
Sorry, I wanna try it.
I remember
Mm.
when I was younger, we used to get oranges and apples in like for Christmas,
Yeah.
and it was the
Mhm.
juiciest fruits
Mhm.
I've ever tasted in my life. And
Yeah.
I haven't experienced that in decades. Like
Yep.
it
Mm-mm.
used to drip. It was
Mhm.
just so, and you used to spit the seeds out.
Mhm.
Now oranges don't have seeds here.
Yeah.
I haven't
Oh,
seen one in decades. There's no
with
seeds.
seeds? That's scary.
We
Yeah,
had
Not at
it,
all.
but
Not at all?
sorry.
we had relatives in Florida, and we're Washington. Apples. That's what we have. And we
Mm,
would do a gift exchange once a year, and they would send us stuff like guavas,
mhm.
kumquats, different types of oranges, and we had 4 or 5 apple trees in our yard.
Wow.
So we'd once a year, and man, here comes this big old box out of from the USPS, and that was some good memories. And yeah, my mom grew up in the South. She knew what these little kumquats and stuff were, just eat it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh man, I'll never. Those were good times. Good
Yeah.
times.
The kumquats, we didn't even know our neighbor had a kumquat tree. We just knew we're like, those are so sour. What is
Hmm.
that little orange? And like, I don't remember my parents
Yeah.
ever telling me, oh, by the way, I found out what that was. It's called a kumquat. Nope.
Hmm.
Nope. I don't think
Yep.
we,
Yep.
because we didn't know to eat the skin with the fruit. You have to
Right.
eat the whole thing. They
That was
give,
shocking to me. Eat the skin too. Mama
oh,
says, "Yeah, that's how you eat them, Bobby. I grew up eating this stuff." Oh, flavor.
wait a minute. There, 3 out of the first piece.
Oh.
Ooh,
There you go.
ooh. Yep, out of the first one. I just opened this and it was right there. They were right there.
Oh
Mm,
Lord, you're
okay,
killing me, Carol.
that's just rude.
Hmm?
That's just
I'm
rude.
doing a taste test.
Yeah, well, we don't want to see you do a taste test because it's like now my mouth is watering and I have to. I know it's like hide your
This is
camera.
actually you can tell I'm pretty sure these were shipped in from
Oh,
another place. It does not say it. I'm gonna have to look it up. The brand is Frida's. Oh no, it is USA, but it doesn't say. It might be
looks
California,
California.
probably.
looks
Hmm.
beautiful.
But it's
Did they
not as good as a pink grapefruit. I agree. I like pink grapefruit better.
did
Yes.
they move the California growers move because of from Florida because of disease, or it was from the hurricanes,
The
or
California growers weren't really here. That we had our own growers. We had our
right?
own business. Yeah, it
That's
was
what I
because
mean.
of
They
citrus greening. Yeah, it was
Mm-hmm.
disease. It was two. I think
Oh,
two
okay.
diseases hit them in a row.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh, so they had to get it out of the state and move them, huh? Yeah, makes
Well,
sense.
they just went out of business. It hit them hard.
Oh,
A
okay.
lot of them lost their livelihood. It was so
Mm.
bad. They were going through Florida cutting down people's orange trees, trying to save the industry. It didn't
Oh
work.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know once a month if we lucky to catch fresh
Yeah.
produce at the
Wow.
store. That's hard.
Okay.
You would have to have like a full on like what GT has, like a climate controlled garage or a greenhouse to probably even deal with the trees, and then you've got to have humidity probably for some of these trees.
I
Like
suppose.
Yeah.
yeah, like fake humidity.
Hydroponics, you need 2 feet of growing space, 2 by 2 by about 8, and you can grow a lot of different things, Andrew. You can. Hydroponics is the way to go. You use less water, everything. Look into it, Andrew. I'm here to tell you, man. There's a lot of potential out there. I'm telling
Hmm.
you, honeydew melons. There's a lot that you can do. You can grow your own cucumbers. You just get the part the. Come on, what's the word? Partha cartha. Partha cartha. It's the one that only produces female flowers. You can do it, man. I promise you. You have to
Hmm.
just invest some time and you can do it hydroponically. Soil takes a little bit more time. Everything takes more time when soil versus hydroponics. But
Hmm.
look into it, man.
Is it a
I got a
self
passion fruit
fertilizing?
tree.
Is
Yes,
self
you use a salt
fertilizing
to.
cucumber? Is that what you were telling me?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
let me see.
Part the. I forgot what it's called. It's called part the cart the something. I can't remember what the. It's
Like pine. Okay.
yes. But I have a passion fruit tree growing in my garage, man.
That's
I have
awesome.
Oh wow.
watermelons growing in
Surprising.
my garage. I have like 5 or 6 fruit trees growing in my garage. I have you can get a hydroponic and at least grow you some leafy greens. The little
Mhm.
Yeah,
hey, how about this?
fresh
How
greens. Yeah.
about this? Andrew, you email me, Andrew, and I'll send you one. You send me your address. I'll send you a little arrow garden thing. All right.
Oh,
You send me your
sweet
address. I'll
thing.
send you one. You hear me, Andrew?
Oh my
Okay.
gosh,
Email me, man. All right.
that's so
I
sweet.
got you. No, that's
Well,
what you're supposed. That's what we're supposed to
that's right.
do. You
Yeah,
know, we're
yeah,
supposed to help folks out.
yeah.
Sure,
He's
He.
sure.
I don't know
he's
what
in
the situation is. I got a little extra money. I can help him. Why not?
That's awesome, Gigi. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad it happened on my channel. Thanks for the clicks. No, random giveaway on my channel. You should have been here.
Well, Carol and Barry, there. I sent you guys both a video of a Filipina that lives way out in the countryside. You should check out her channel. And she was showing sitting there eating her lunch. And the way that they eat over there, some places, especially in the
Mhm.
country, they eat hand to mouth. They don't use utensils. They'll a bunch of plates sitting on the table, and they'll reach over and grab a handful of each
Mm.
thing and eat. First time I saw that over there was when I first got introduced to the
Yeah.
family. I was in culture shock. Like, oh my God, they're eating with their hands.
Yeah.
They're animals. What the hell is this?
Yeah. That,
You guys might find that channel interesting because she's way out in the country. They don't have tractors, not much, but they use the carabao, the water buffalo,
mhm.
to drag the crops in, and she's out there filming them in the road, and the carabaos are just loping along, and really interesting watching. Anyway,
Look
I
at all the
shared that channel with
seeds.
you too. Oh,
Wow.
look at that! Look at that!
All those seeds. That's
Is
crazy.
it dry?
It's a little
Don't you
bit
just
dry. It is a little bit dry.
spit
It's
them in
not.
your yard?
I
Yeah,
am.
there
That's
you
what
go.
I'm doing.
Hmm.
That's why do you
Yeah.
think I bought these fruits? It wasn't just to
Okay.
taste
Okay.
them.
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Like the Edo that I thought was taro was going in my yard. That I because the last one I killed it somehow. I put it aside and it dried out. Like I forgot I had it. I forgot I bought it. I put it over near my sweet potatoes that are supposed to go down and make slips for me.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
Andrew says, I'm good on growing. We gather our berries and green summer green summer and fall. We are good.
I'm going to touch on what Q just said. Those water buffalo. We live in a city over there, and the water buffaloes are up in the mountains. And I'll never forget the first time I saw one of them along the road, a little cart behind it full of firewood, just loping along. And my niece was driving us around, and I go, I've never seen one of them. Oh my God, look at that! It's a water
Whoops.
buffalo. Well, congratulations, Uncle. Welcome to the Philippines. That's how it is here in the country.
Very cool.
It's, looks like you're in another planet, like 200 years ago. You know.
Hey, let's try gardening. Sorry, I had the thing. And Duncan, honey, I'm sorry if I didn't say hello to you. It's good to see you, Brenda. Yeah, this is a little
Hey,
on the
Duncan.
dry side. Yeah, that would be amazing to see like some of those animals. I loved when GT was showing a moose mama and a moose baby in one of his videos.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go watch. Yeah, you have to go watch his channel to figure out which one it was.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch some of his videos and find it.
So I have a question.
GT, is it true? Oh, no, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, GT, is it true that I worked with an Alaskan, and he said, "Man, don't get near those moose. They have got a bad attitude." Is that a fact? You don't want to get too near those guys.
I'm not scared of them like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was like 14 years old, I was doing a paper. Well, maybe I was 15. 15 or 16, I was doing a paper route. And the moose was about this close to me. Can
Oh,
y'all see
Lord.
that? Yeah, about this close. And he breathed. Because I came around the corner and he was,
You surprised him.
Mm.
and he breathed. And I was like, oh, Lord. And I see him all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I have a video where I went outside because he was eating my cherry tree. I was fine with him eating all the other plants, but I was like, you can't eat my cherry tree, dude. So I went outside. I'm not scared of them like that. I mean, I
Yeah.
know they're big animals, and I'm never taking anything away from them
Yeah.
as far as what they can do, but
Like,
Mhm.
they're like gentle giants. You know, they're so
oh, okay.
pushing the wrong way, and just be
Mhm.
cautious when you
Yeah.
do.
Well, what about rut season though? I've seen people get tackled by them. Like that one lady going out her yard, she had 2 dogs with her thing almost ran down her and her dog in her own
Wow.
backyard. She stepped off like her patio. She was just, probably letting the dogs go to the bathroom and standing in her yard. And 2 seconds later, this moose comes out of nowhere and like charges right through, almost right through her and the dog. But the dog's like, one dog, it was so funny, went there to protect and get between her and the moose and was watching for the moose again. The other dog's like, I'm glad you got this handled. I'm going to head back inside. It's like, I'm too old for
Best
this. That's why we have you here now, youngin.
Andrew says,
best
I would never go near a moose. Crazy if you try. But, Andrew, you live in like the wild wilderness. And I think that it's like the deer here. If I'm driving down the road and it's in the
Yeah.
middle of the road walking, like they're almost like a type of domesticated that they're used to living amongst
Yeah, they're used to
us
seeing
and the
people.
cars.
Mhm,
Like they
mhm.
don't think, oh, there's a car, I should get off the road. It just
Mhm.
kept walking towards me. Oh, it's nice. You know,
Mhm.
you'll just go around me like all the other people.
What year is this? I've seen another one that I like today.
That's right.
Oh, you see, there's rain and ice down in Oregon. Who's
Yeah, I
that?
saw that.
Yeah,
That's
we
horrible.
Mrs. and I went out to the coast, a little tourist town on the coast, a couple years ago. During the day, you don't see any deer, but at nighttime, all the deer come into town,
Wow.
and there's grass and tree mediums in the middle of the roads, and man, there's just hundreds of them. They're so used to people, they just look at you when you drive by. It's like, hi, you must be a tourist.
Mm-hmm. Where they actually smile. Hey,
I
take my.
like that. Hey, yo, you want to take pictures? Okay.
Mm,
Bunch of black-tailed deer. They were all over that town.
wow. Yeah, Kathleen says the deer here are wild, and you need to be careful. Yeah, yeah. I think it's
Mhm.
different. It depending on where they are.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
not like the ones that are here. They're not trying to survive. They, like, are we're newlywed, nearly dead, and so lots and lots of golf courses, and they just roam on the golf courses, and people
Yeah.
just golf around them all through the day.
Yep. Mhm.
It's just normal.
That's so funny you say that because guess what roams here on the golf courses? I'm sure you've seen the pictures.
Alligators?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep.
But those are not domesticated.
No, we
No.
haven't figured out how to domesticate them.
No.
The Native
No.
Americans know how to kind of work with them, so it appears like they're trained. They feed them well, and they're quick. It's the
Oh.
slowest one in the group while they're doing all their stunts and stuff.
No.
You don't
No.
want to be. Hey, Peter, I was just thinking about you, wondering if you got off work or not for the 3-day weekend. Hopefully you have.
That freaked me out when I was a kid down in Florida visiting our relatives, and they're in the creeks where we were
Mhm.
fishing at night,
Mhm.
and the Floridians are like, just an alligator, huh?
Not all Floridians. There are some that are definitely like that. We have some
Mhm.
natives, especially the boys, that'll just, they'll flip right off. I had them in the canoe for a youth trip, and we were going, and you could see that there was gators in the water, and I
No,
didn't
no,
like that. I was like,
no.
"Oh, okay, let's not." Next thing I know, one of the kids is doing a backflip off his canoe, not ours, but the one next to me. And I'm like, get back in the canoe. I do not want to have to explain
Yeah.
to your parent why you come
Mhm.
home
Mhm.
with 3 appendages and not 4.
When I was there, Carol, I was very much out of my element.
Yeah.
Very out of my element. All the snakes and all the gators and everything. Oh
Yeah,
Lord!
depends where you
Wow.
are. I don't want to say it because it's like you say it and then all of a sudden you see them. I've seen snakes here, but thankfully I have not in person seen a venomous one, and I pray to God I never do.
Yeah.
Like I hope I see it so I never get bit by one, but you know what I mean? Like they didn't come in our yard because we had the black racers. Those black racers are life-saving. If you have them, they kill the venomous snakes.
Oh, good.
And they overpopulate like the area so the venomous snakes don't come in.
Good.
So, yeah,
Man,
had that at my
don't.
dad's house too.
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Yeah.
mm.
But I've seen a
Yeah.
scarlet king. Those are really neat. They look just like the coral snakes. So
Okay,
you like
Andrew, what
Oh,
roams there besides the freaking giant polar bears?
yeah.
huge polar bears. What's that other thing called? The guy killed it actually on the loan and ate it. Muskox in that area.
Oh Lord.
That was actually, I think, off of Canada though, where they were.
Now
Vitra,
that's a primitive animal. The muskox. They're
Mm-hmm.
just like.
Vitra got sent home because it's minus 50 Celsius there.
Oh my gosh. Yummy. Oh, I don't know what Wednesday is.
I
I
think
don't have Netflix.
it's the
I'm sorry.
movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, GT, were you just listening to Lead Farmer's chat, or were you watching the movie as well?
I was just
Excuse me.
listening. I was at work, so I couldn't pay attention. I've seen the movie already.
Yeah, so did I.
2 weeks ago. Yeah,
Which
me and
one?
my
That
wife,
one?
we
That movie?
leave
Or
the
was
world behind.
Oh. Mm-hmm. And some of the messages in it. What did you think?
Oh, it's very good. I think it's
Yeah.
excellent.
I know
Like,
you did. I know what you thought. Did you say you watched it or you haven't watched it yet? You and your wife, GT. Oh, did you freeze, GT?
you're not
You're
moving
frozen.
around.
You're not moving.
Oh, he's got a
You look like you
slow.
have something to say too. So
Just say it. Just say it. We're listening.
Spit it
Spit it
out,
out.
man. Spit it out.
Okay, you moved.
There you go. You're moving
Oh, there.
again.
Okay, you're back. We're
That
terrible.
was too funny. You were like this.
This internet. Yeah, but I watched it. I did a live about 3 weeks ago, something like that, and
Yeah,
that's
you
what they
did.
were saying. And so I told my wife, I was like, no, she was listening. She was listening, and she was like, "What are they talking about?" I was like, "They was talking about some movie."
Mm-hmm.
And normally she don't want like to watch the type of stuff I like to watch. And she was like, "So what, you want to watch it?" I was like, "Yeah, let's get us a popcorn and snuggle. What up?" So
Aw.
she was like, "All right then." So it was a great night.
Watch the destruction of the world, but you're all snuggled in with
all snuggled up
with
to
your
your
little
love.
woman.
Yes. A little Netflix and chill after you're married, which is
Ooh.
always nice. Like you get
You
to
bet
act
it is.
like the dating
you
couple you used to be.
That's what my sister told me that, and at first I didn't understand what she was saying. She said, "You need to date your wife." I was like, "What?" And then like a year later, she said the same thing, and I was like, "I don't know what you mean." And she
Yeah.
was like, "Just listen to me. You
Yeah.
need to date your wife." And
Yes.
so about a week or two went by, and then I understood.
It clicked,
So
yeah.
so I got back to who I used to be, which is, baby, let
Nice.
me do your toenails for you. So I get
Oh.
the massage thing and do her feet and stuff like that, and then I paint them for her. I don't care what
Oh,
you call
sweet.
me. This is my woman, so that's what I chose to do. So I painted the toenails and rub the
Yeah.
feet, and you touch a
Good
woman's
for you.
feet, it works out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
This is true. Unless she has neuropathy, side chat, and whoever's watching us afterward, you might get punched in the face. So just do a check on that.
neuropathy. What'd you
Neuropathy.
say?
It's a nervous
Oh, what's
system
that?
thing. You can have pain in your feet that's real severe just upon like pressure, or you can
Oh,
have numbness. It does all kinds of fun stuff. Diabetics get it often. It's called
Neuropathy. Yeah.
neuropathy. So
Mm.
it's just also blood flow isn't as good. So just but your wife, and
yeah.
she likes it, and
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I liked people. If I liked him rubbing my feet now, that would be great. But he can't touch my one foot. I'll hit him. He starts going and digging into that foot and trying to massage it. I'll be like, pop, not even mean to, just
Yeah. I date my wife as much as I can once a week. She only gets 1 day off a week. That's it. We go out we've lately been going to a casino, an Indian casino, and they have good food and they have a live band. So we get there early.
Yeah.
run into the live band area, sit down, have a drink, and wait for the bands, and we just sit back and relax, hold hands, and you got to keep that romance.
Yeah.
'Cause that's why she made me a great big dinner, and when I was done eating, she comes up and gave me a hug and a kiss. It's like,
Oh,
hey man, 20 years together as a couple, it's still there. Yeah,
that's
still
wonderful.
there.
I didn't know you guys had
Mhm.
been married already 20 years just from
We've
listening
been
to your stories.
we've been married for 16, but we were a couple for
Mhm.
4 more years, so
And
20
that was a
years. Yeah,
hard time. You earned those 4 years as married too, pretty much like the
long
way.
distance relationship for 4 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
tough. That's really tough.
that was
Uh,
tough.
yeah, I don't want to ever encounter one of those. That was what Laura had in her video. Um, the Hedgehog's Homestead, they had that timber rattler. I never want to see one in person.
No thanks.
No, thank you. It's like a rattler on steroids. It's huge. I was on the Arctic edition. Wait, what did I miss?
The only rattlesnakes we have here in Washington are in eastern Washington around the Vantage area.
Nice.
I've been out deer hunting there. They're called a green rattlesnake. They're not very big,
Mm-hmm.
but they'll still mess you up.
Oh,
Yeah, I
is
ate a
there
few
like
of those.
a green vine snake?
No, it's a green. They call it a green rattlesnake, something like that.
Ooh,
It's pretty much at the very northern end of their ability to survive is up here in
okay.
Washington.
Yeah, I would
East,
think you wouldn't even have
yeah,
them.
eastern Washington only because it's more arid and desert over there. It's too wet for them here.
Is that one thing they don't have in Alaska? Is snakes because it's so cold? Do y'all have no
No
snakes,
snakes.
right?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
hmm
I can see why people move there.
Okay, now
Yeah.
I have to say something. We have a diverse grow zone in Alaska. From what I looked at, we have a zone 8 in Alaska.
That's
Yeah.
So
awesome.
we might have snakes here. So I don't know. But
Oh,
Mm.
in that
where I
zone.
live in Anchorage, there's no snakes.
I
Yeah.
wonder though, maybe you don't have the snakes though too because of the permafrost layer. Because
Probably.
they will burrow when
hmm
it's cold, and if they're burrowing right into cold and cold's on top, they're dead. So
Yeah,
maybe,
we'll
yeah,
wipe them out.
it'll
Yeah.
wipe them out.
Yeah,
So
we
maybe
do.
not.
Like we have the gardener snakes here,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but nothing poisonous. And
Good.
mhm.
Yeah, they're no fun to know that they're out there. And the copperheads scare me just like the moccasins do, but
Yeah.
thankfully
I
haven't.
saw those in Florida, Carol. No
Mm-hmm.
thanks. You guys
I,
can keep them. Keep them there in
which ones? The
Florida.
moccasins? Because
All
you're
of the
in
above.
Kissimmee. Oh, I never saw a copperhead, thankfully, here or a
All of the above.
moccasin. I've only seen the moccasins like when you go to
Mhm.
those places that are like Florida history and they have them in,
Yeah.
usually dead, like preserved
Good.
taxidermy. Like
Mhm.
they do a taxidermy of it getting
Mhm.
ready
Oh,
to bite something.
so GT, you
That's
never said if you liked the movie or not, or what you thought of the
Oh,
movie.
yeah, we go back to that. That's right. We got
Like
on the feet.
I, I like things about the movie. It just, the ending left a lot to the imagination, which is good and which is bad,
Yeah.
But I understood certain things, and
Mm-hmm.
then on the thing that he did,
Yeah.
he had people come up and give their views or what they interpreted, and I think
Mhm.
that was marvelous because it gave you another insight
Mm-hmm.
to what actually we didn't see because
Mm-hmm.
like Martian and Interstellar, I've watched it hundreds of times, and every time I see something peculiar that I didn't see the first time. So
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I
Mm-hmm.
like that we had different perspectives on the same subject. We saw the same movie,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but we seen something totally. It
Totally
was
different.
cool. I enjoyed parts of
Yeah.
it. I only was there for a little while. I had to work and drive, and I had to
Mm-hmm.
do team meetings, and it
Yeah.
was a lot today. Yeah.
Yeah. But no,
Yeah.
I agree. I thought it was very good that you're getting, because it's like when I'm just watching blankly. But you're seeing people who are going, did you notice that the you know the painting on the wall in the bedroom changed? It was calm when they first got there, and now it kept adjusting in that.
Oh,
So
wow.
like there was lots of little things that they added in there. It's
Hmm.
a dark movie, but I just looked at it. It's like, okay, thank you for telling us what your plans are. Perfect.
Yeah. That's like me watching that iPad Goat. That all the different things they put in there, and it's not nice stuff. Basically, same thing. Well, thank you for giving us a look into what might be false flags coming at us in the future.
Yes,
What
exactly.
movie are you guys talking about?
Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind. Let me
Yeah,
check
it's on
see if I can.
Netflix.
I'll take a look.
The Obummers. I don't want to say their name. The Obummers. I don't want to say
Oh,
the true name.
bummers.
The Obummers were
They
producers,
produced
I
it.
believe. Yeah, they
Mhm.
produced it.
Yeah, and there
They're
was
part of the
big
production.
chat about the director, you know, was like is was scared out of his tree by some of the
Yeah.
things that um the producers would, say, I want this and I want this and I want this in the movie. So it was like, okay, so you're telling us what you're going to do,
Mhm.
Now whether or
Yeah.
not it comes to fruition, but
Yeah,
it's
we'll
like,
wait and see. Yeah.
yeah. And that's where I just found that people are like, oh, they get scared or they get frightened. And it's like, no, be at peace. Be
Yeah.
at peace.
I
You have a
I
chance to prepare.
Yeah, you have
I
a chance to
I
prepare and pray against it.
I saw that movie. In fact, I found it on Netflix. I saw that. Man, that movie tripped me out when all the Tesla cars got started and were directed at a distance to just
Mhm.
plug up the roads, just pow 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 pow. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, I don't want to. I don't need none of that.
Yeah.
Leave me
Yeah,
alone, please.
supposedly that one of the three-letter agencies can already do that with the
That
cars.
wouldn't surprise me. Some knucklehead out there figured out how
Mhm.
to
Well,
do it. Yeah.
there was some. I think the next day there was some sort of update or recall or something. I forget what people were saying. Right, the day after the movie came out.
Wow, that's
So,
really odd. Really, really odd.
mhm.
Well, yeah, because I remember the
That's
noises
right.
they were hearing. We've already been through
Mhm.
that, haven't we? You know
Right,
how
Faith?
the noise that comes
Oops, sorry.
out of the skies.
Mhm.
Look into that.
Mhm.
I found it on the internet, and here's my daughter. She's a teenager. I said,
Mhm.
Jewel, can you believe this? Different countries are recording these screeching, squealing noises. She
Yeah.
goes, oh yeah, Dad, I heard that right here. I said, you did, and you didn't tell me? She said, yeah, I've heard it here.
Yeah.
What?
They've played it off as like how the wind circulates in the city or something, like off the buildings that they're hearing it from.
Mm.
But it's amazing how a lot of them sounded like a horn in the
Mm-hmm.
distance.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and they
And
did.
for the biblical people were like,
Was that
Uh-huh.
the first one? Was that the
yeah,
second?
which horn are
Yeah.
we on?
Yeah,
We just
Exactly
but
what I was thinking. It's like, you know,
oh,
pop signal. Your signal's just a little delay, but you catch up just in case. We're not trying to cut you off. It's just the timing of
I
the.
I didn't. I haven't seen. There was somebody made a little clip about, like, they are a music engineer, and they said the sound that they play in the movie, like, you actually shouldn't be listening to it. Like, you should actually mute your TV at that point, and then that it's not good to listen to. But I didn't listen to why or what it was. And
Mhm.
it was, and the reason what he was showing was that typically when he would download a movie to edit or whatever, it comes in two parts. This one was coming in 3 or 4.
Ooh,
Like, and he said, I've never
kind of
ever seen that before. It was something like that, but
weird.
mhm.
Well, they've shown stuff where they backtrack in history, and then they said they made it illegal, but the subliminal stuff that
mm.
they put on
Oh,
TV, like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
at
Hmm.
the end of the night and stuff. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, that movie was disturbing.
Mhm.
You know, I'm into preparedness and storing stuff so we don't have to
Hmm.
leave.
Hmm.
This
Yeah.
family was not ready for any of it, and that was disturbing.
Hmm.
Mm-mm-mm. When all those Teslas came screaming and
Mhm.
rear-ending each other to block the roads, like, this could be
Wow.
done. This could be done,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, Andrew says, "Oh yeah, you put it up there. We hear."
I don't think I can because it's on Netflix. I don't think I can do it. I don't have a Netflix. Or do you want the iPet Goat is right here on YouTube? Which one,
What
Jade?
is iPet Goat?
It's basically what the occult is going to do. It's very occultish. Yeah, it's very much a lot of symbols and symbolisms, and like he said, how they had the deer and everything. Uh,
Oh.
you start off in a classroom, and it's the classroom of the day of September 11th, and then it's got all kinds of stuff behind Bush, and he's doing these hand signals. There's a guy on here who's actually broke some of it down, and he was doing different hand signals, and then
Mm.
all of a sudden Bush has a dunce cap on, and he turns around and morphs into Obama. And oh, I said it, darn it. And I said his name too. Oh well, algorithm's gonna shove me to the side. But and he's like posing like he's so much better than Bush. He's the graduate. He has a graduate cap on. But it's basically showing you in the beginning there's puppet strings on the first president. So there's also puppet string. Like there's somebody behind the scenes.
Mm.
It's creepy. It's
Mm.
definitely creepy. Um, but some of the stuff like the bombing of the mosques is on there.
Mm.
When that chapel collapsed, there's the same. It looks exactly how the steeple fell on that chapel. I think it burned and then it fell down. The historic chapel. It's almost like drawn, the outline, but it's in ice.
Mm.
Everything's in ice. It's like an ice age. It shows the American flag just outside the classroom where the presidents are, and you see the American flag like rip in half in the wind. It's
Mm.
just really like all
Mm.
types of symbolism
Mhm.
and things that are happening now. Like you see a little boy, and looks like Satan's in his brain through a TV, but I forget what it is. It's also like not just the occult, it's a lot of symbolism from history, like different things in
And is this on YouTube?
yeah, it was a short film, and the people who put it out, Helifont, like closed down their offices right before the war started with Israel.
Mm.
Yeah. And there is some symbolism in there about the church. Like that's the church that falls down. Inside the church, you see it looks like an old woman. She's basically half naked. Um, but she's like behind bars, but you see it's a steeple of a church that she's inside. She's got a skirt on it, and I noticed it later. It has fall leaves. And what happens is you see a hand come down in the clouds from heaven and shine a light on that church like thing. And she gets scared. And then outside the window, what you see is there's a sign love in neon red. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's the modern day church that's being a harlot. I'm like, we're in trouble.
Mm.
But also, it is possibly a film just made by the powers that be that are doing a lot of these things, and they're just giving you hints of what's going on. It's crazy because it's really difficult to. Yeah, they put it back up.
Hmm.
No, I mean their website went. They closed it down right before all that happened. And what the last thing that they did put up before they closed it down was there was three men, and they said they looked like students of that other religion that attacked the little blue and white country. They looked like young people in that religion, and they were pointing to their watch and tapping it like it's time.
Mm.
Mhm.
Creepy as heck. They go dark, and then that whole thing happens on October 7th. So,
No matter
but
what happens, I
yeah,
got one of those battery
creepy.
powered electric fly swatters. Anybody comes around here to start some trouble, I'm going to crack them across the butt cheek with that electric fly swatter. What? Get the hell out of here.
Go. I don't think they made the number one, Q. There's been people who have made fake number one and fake three. The number two is the one they made. And the reason they were saying too, like when they count out it counts like it counts down to like 911. So in the very beginning, it's very much that theme of something else was behind that and this and that. But it's just really, oh goodness, creepy. It's so esoteric. That was the word,
Okay.
esoteric.
Yeah. But
Go ahead.
that movie, Leave the World Behind, is a perfect example of why you should have some food put away in your house.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't get out to go get some more food or anything. Then the roads were plugged up. It's like there you go. That's why you want to put some canned goods away.
That's not good. That's not good, Andrew. That's just a building now. If you're seeing stuff like that in there, that's no longer a church. That's just
So
weird.
I
Go
got a
ahead.
question. We have a lot of hotels being built. I can't think of why. Like, I
Are they
mean, a
putting
lot of them.
fences around them by chance?
I don't know. But that's for construction purposes. I was thinking, like, we
Yeah.
have
Is it finished though and it's up still? Is what you want to look at if the fence is still up and it's finished.
But why do we need so many? I don't understand that. I mean, like,
they knew the southern border was going to happen.
Yeah.
But they've been knowing this for a long time then. Because I've been asking this for years. I asked my dad, I said, why are they building all these hotels? There's like four hotel that was, strategically right by each other. But there's not a lot of cars in the parking lot. And, it's just something that I pay attention to my surroundings because, you better pay attention. So I asked my dad, he was like, oh, something, something, something. And I said, but with business, we got to see a ROI on it. If we don't see ROI, then it doesn't last long. So why are they building all of these hotels? And now last year, they're working on 3 in the same kind of location. So I don't understand what promotes us to believe that we're gonna get 200 extra people here. I don't understand it.
They're going to fill them up because last numbers I heard that they were aware of do 5 to 7 million coming across the Rio Grande. 5 to 7 million in the last year.
So they got.
So what does that mean for? So what does that mean for Social Security? As far as like our money that we get, what does that mean for how are they going to be taken care of? Like,
but you're going to have nothing, and you're going to be gleeful about it.
Yes, so gleeful. And gonna look like the little emoji that says a hug.
Yeah. So then, what I believe that they're for is because they don't want there to be independent homes, and we're all going to live in these small places. That's what their goal is.
Oh,
they got to stack those people up somewhere.
Sorry,
they got to stack them up somewhere.
But it's not just the people
might not be
over.
just for them.
It's for us as well. Because like even my like in my street here, there's about I'm gonna say about 10 houses, and they came and they said, hey, the housing crisis that's here, which there's lots of land, we want to tear down, and we're like we're middle class, ish.
Yeah.
And they go, we want to tear them down, and they want to put up these apartments, so that people that don't want to live so far out of town, they can, because I'm very close to the main part of the city.
Yeah.
And it was like, so, okay, so I've got just like a quarter of an acre, my property, and I've got 2 buildings on it and stuff like that. And they go, yeah, and and we'll just give you $1.2 million for your house. And I go, what is that going to do for me when, for me to go buy this house?
The extras
would be way more expensive. And and I said, no, if you want my house and property, you can give me 5. I want 5 million for it. Because that allows me to go and buy something of, that I want.
Exactly.
Which I know they won't give it to me. And it's like, then no, you can't buy my house.
Yeah.
But the whole point of it is just like, there are areas that are run down and, they've got just a little military style housings, and they're all boarded up. Why aren't you building there? Why are you coming here?
They will be.
Do it. Yeah.
They will be.
No,
Mhm.
I think the plan is it's to have everybody live within the community, and you don't,
Mhm.
you you won't
No
have to,
privacy.
yeah, you
Yeah.
won't have to worry about anything. They'll give you your stipend, and you'll
Mhm.
be gleeful.
Yeah. So
So what
just
is it
have
going to
people
promote
live their
people to be doctors and lawyers and all of
They
these other things if
It
there's not a
We
doesn't.
don't.
social like peak
they
or
Um,
there's nothing to try
no.
to achieve?
they
Where's
don't want
the
that.
Exactly.
where's the like we work as human beings, most of us
Mhm.
we work off of consequences. Like if you touch something you hot, you remember that, you know. So how is the what we're going through going to teach certain lessons?
They don't want that.
If
They
there's
just
no
want,
hierarchy.
No.
no, they want all just good little worker bees. And as long as you behave, and as long as
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
don't go out of the norm, then
Yep.
your credit rating is good.
Mhm. You can
Mhm.
And
buy food,
mhm,
probably. That's what it'll be.
but you won't need to eat very much meat. They don't want you to eat
No.
because
No.
meat uh, makes the hole in the sky.
Bigger. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Watch that movie called First They Killed My Father. It was the communist takeover of Cambodia. The first
Mm,
people to go when they evacuated the entire city of Phnom Penh.
Horrible, Deidre.
The first people to go were the people who were educated.
you're
All
right.
of them. All of them
Hey,
Mhm.
wiped out. You know.
hey, y'all heard what Bob said? Could y'all
Mhm.
somebody type that in the chat so I can screenshot it, please? Because I'm not gonna remember. If somebody can
Yeah,
type
what
that in the
that
chat and I
movie
can
I'll,
screen
was.
okay.
Leave the World Behind.
the
Is that
first
what
to
was
go
No,
no?
or
no,
something like
The other
that.
one. The
my
fir-
father. No,
First they shot my father, is it?
First they killed
first they killed my
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 father.
yeah.
you got it?
That was the fall of Cambodia. And look at the age of the soldiers they brought in from the countryside. They're almost all of them are children. And that's all factual. The movie was written by a lady who survived through that, and I work with
Wow.
some Cambodians who did survive through that. It's all factual. Yeah.
Mhm.
And look at the flags that they were flying when they marched into the city and took over Phnom Penh and ran the population out of Phnom Penh. Factual. And all these fools out here. Oh, I live in the country. They won't bother me, dude. That's where they start. Is out in the country because you're isolated and you're alone. You know,
There's the
mhm,
there's the Wikipedia about it. The the movie. It's a little
mhm.
bit about it on Wikipedia.
Wiki
But
wiki.
wiki, people can just get in there and write anything. But at least we've got the
Yeah.
name of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes,
Yeah, I
exactly.
screenshot it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody who
Good.
had an education, everybody
That's
who
scary.
wore glasses or had a hearing aid, gone, gone. All the religious leadership,
Gone.
gone. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's ties right into that movie, The Killing Fields. That's what they
Yeah.
did with all these people that they didn't want, and you were
Yeah.
just these happy little worker bees growing
Anyone that could
food,
be a leader. Anyone that could be a leader
grow,
they took out that
growing
might rebel.
food for the
Yeah.
glorious party members, while the people who were growing the food were almost starved to death. You know, yeah,
That's horrible.
it's
This
a
is
down.
very scary
It's a
what he
it's a downer movie, but it happened in the 70s. It's already happened. You know,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I can't believe 33. That's horrible. We're barely talking about that. Imagine that. And 24 were arsons, churches in Canada. Because we're next. Like they try it out. It's like a soft opening of a store.
mm,
Nice soft opening of communism
Yeah.
into
Well,
the whole world.
the crazy thing is, like, we're 10 provinces here, and like I'm on the West Coast, and ours is the only one that has not allowed the medical services to go back in work. The
What?
other,
what?
we like, well, you have to have
Oh,
your,
if you have the jab.
if yeah, if you have
Wow.
your inoculations up to date,
Hmm.
all of them 6, then you
Yeah.
can you can be there. But if you
The
don't,
boosters. Yeah.
you can't work.
But the other provinces
Oh
had,
yeah,
Six?
yeah.
I've got people here, like, yeah,
Six?
just have my 6th
Hmm.
one, and I'm in the car,
Yeah.
like, it was you know he was saying his wife, my wife just had her 6th one, yeah, and she wasn't feeling very good.
Oh, yeah. That's what happened to our friend Yossi. He got his second one and he couldn't take another, and then they took away his little bit of money they were giving him for
Yeah, his stipend was
his stipend
removed.
was
Uh-huh.
removed because he
Yeah.
wouldn't go and get the next one because the second one made him ill, made him very ill.
hmm
And yeah, that's, I mean, he's okay, but he's not okay. Like he can't go and get the shot, and they want them all. It's like to comply. Meanwhile, his like father, who's very very old and everything, he went and got all the boosters they were telling him to get. So it totally puzzled Yossi. So it does make you think like they do have different serums,
Yep,
almost
absolutely,
that they're
absolutely,
giving different populations.
And
absolutely.
I'm only a few miles away from you, Maureen, and we had two. My wife included, who was in healthcare. She can't work unless she had two. I
Mhm.
had two, so I could go
Yeah.
see the family overseas. It was the only way they'd allow me to get on an airplane and fly.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, and
different. I
that's
think every
But you guys
country
had
has it
you
different.
guys had 6?
no,
That's
no.
nuts.
Just to work in the healthcare, you had to have the first two. But I'm meaning like we're now at the place where all the other 9
KPGS
provinces
farm. Good to see you.
Uh-huh.
have said, okay, they can all come back in,
Mhm.
whether you are or not, except for this province.
What the
No,
That's crazy.
and it's like,
experimenting? hmm
hmm
That's what they're doing. Yeah.
hmm and and it's like, good luck if you get to actually physically see a doctor, and
Mhm.
everything is all done online.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
when I was having my Holter monitor, I was never seen by a doctor. Was never had my blood pressure taken.
That's crazy.
Nobody, like, it was just like, sign here, go
Oh
here,
my
have
goodness.
someone put it on you, wear it for 24 hours, then bring it back and put it in this little cubby hole, and then we'll call you and let you know what your results are.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I guess they figured if you were having a heart attack, you would call whatever your 911. Is it up there too?
Yeah.
Is it everywhere?
Mhm.
Yeah, you would call 911.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can just deal with it.
Well, the only thing is
Horrible.
because the lack of staff, you
Mhm.
actually have to think about, okay, which hospital should I go to? Is there
Yeah.
one that I only have an 8-hour wait as opposed to a
Oh my
13-hour wait?
gosh.
Oh Lord.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mhm.
If it's really, really bad, you call
Is that for
911.
real?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think about which
But I
hospital you
thought
want
y'all
to.
got free healthcare, so I'm trying to what?
That's why it's that way, because it is free,
No, no,
pretty
No.
much.
that
No.
it's what we were before. Like, hospitals are always, like, hey, there's a gunshot wound. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
he can go ahead, go ahead. But no, hospitals are busy, but we're at a place now. Like, we do have one. It's called urgent care, because we
Mhm.
used to have walk-in clinics, and it's
Yeah.
like you have to be like standing in line 6 o'clock in the morning. And they won't be opening up
Oh.
like till, let's say, 8, standing in line to hope that you get to be part of that first. Because once they go, I don't know how many they could take, but let's just say they'll take 60. They'll stop it at 60 and they go, no more for today. Doesn't matter how sick you are, doesn't matter. And if you go to the hospital, then you're going to sit in emergency, because you just could be like you have a chest infection. And you go, I don't need to go to the hospital and make people sick. I'll just stay
Mhm.
here. No, like, it's very hard, and that's me particular in this province. The other
Yeah.
provinces are not like that because
Mhm.
they have restaffed.
Mm. My goodness,
It's
it's terrible.
it's I know some Canadians and I watch quite a bit about Canadian healthcare. It's a rumor that Canadian healthcare is for free. It's only free if you're admitted in the hospital, and then you still have to pay for
Yeah.
your medications.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you don't, like, if I go into the hospital and they're putting IV in me, I don't pay for any of that.
Oops.
Yeah.
I don't pay for any of
Mhm.
that, and
Right. Mm. Mm.
and uh and that's how it's always been. But we used to pay. Like, I used to be, depending on, like,
Mhm.
unless you have extended benefits, but if you don't, like, I think I was paying, for a single person, I was paying $75 a month.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm. Oh, GT,
That's
I think Garden Warrior's saying something here to you. Oh, yes, there's.
I was talking with my British in-laws, and the rumor in the U.S. is that everything in Britain, healthcare is all for free. And my
mhm.
brother-in-law looked at me and goes, "Oh no, it's not free. It's not
Mm,
free." He goes,
yeah, no.
Who's talking to you?" I said, "All the misinformed Americans. It's not free here in Britain. No, it's not. Only if you're in the hospital for a
Mm,
short period of time, but to get into a hospital in England is almost impossible. You've got to
yeah.
be right in the mid throes of a heart attack, and then maybe you'll get admitted.
Well,
But other
they're
than that, no.
doing that
No.
here now. They're working the system
Yeah.
like what Q's saying. That's always been the ones that had the better insurance. They were allowed to stay more days in the hospital and get treated. Wonder why?
Y'all better
But we
grow
still,
y'all some food and stop playing with these folks.
I
These folks gonna
know,
kill
right?
y'all. They don't
Right.
love us no more. They don't
No.
love
no,
us no more. Y'all better
no.
figure that out.
I
Yeah.
know
There's
that.
no
I know that.
love. Man,
No.
we've been lied to a long time,
Long
and
time.
now
Yes.
they're actually there's no love. I'm
No.
sorry.
Yeah.
Y'all
Uh-uh.
better grow some food. You're gonna
Mm-hmm.
Well,
take
that's
y'all out.
yeah. Well,
No.
that's
You
my
ain't growing. You gonna.
and
Woo.
it's to not
They control your food. You. Woo.
it's
Yep.
to not be in
Yep.
fear and to be going, I
Mm-hmm.
got to do all these things. It's like, no,
Yeah.
you're just going back to, homesteading. We're just going back
Yeah.
to learn
Yeah.
how to cook
Hmm.
and how to cook from scratch, how to eat from scratch. None of this, fast food.
Self
Going to
self reliance.
Pizza
Yeah.
Hut,
Hmm.
going to Pizza Hut just because they give you some free
Little shaker.
spices.
Mm-hmm. Mr.
Go
Booty
and get your
Shaker.
own damn pizza.
Self reliance. Yeah. I've been
Yeah.
doing this stuff, this
Good.
preparedness stuff for
Woo!
years. I'm at a point now where it's like I can coast now. I can coast. I'm doing good.
Good.
Well,
Friends who are in medical in France, and they said, but I bet it's bad everywhere. It
Yeah.
just seems to be going downhill. So yeah, GT's right. We got to take care of ourselves so we don't end up
hmm
in their hands.
you
Okay,
don't
which
want to be dependent
leads
on these
me
people.
to that question that I have, and I feel a little bit
Sure.
stupid asking the question, because I have heard stuff about this, but it's like if you take us, like I've got my Meyer lemon, and which, by the
Yeah.
way, my Meyer lemons, they were really big this year, really tasty, almost um they weren't bitter, and like there was the tang, but it was almost sweet. So I've taken some seeds, and then I'm growing all these Meyer lemons now. Is it my understanding that they will not fruit unless I graft them to a fruiting?
I don't know.
I don't know about citrus that way. Some of them, just like as far as seeds, a lot of things do not grow true to seed. So if that's what you mean, like it might
Yeah.
be a cross. So then yes, you would have to have rootstock and take that cutting and put it into rootstock. Otherwise, you might end up with two different lemons when you
Well,
go from seed, if
would
that's
that
what you meant.
matter?
You're not going to get the same lemon that you enjoy. You'll get possibly one lemon that's terrible and one's that's it depends what
I
you
mean,
know.
but it's a lemon I grew from
There you
seed.
go. Yeah, you could try
Okay.
it. I'm not saying you don't try it. I'm just answering the question. That's all. Like you won't get the
Mm.
same one unless you do graft it into rootstock.
Yeah,
Oh,
If
because
if it's
I
a
mean, but
hybrid or a cross.
you
Go
can
ahead.
use the lemon for other purposes, but the
Hmm.
fruit may not be as enjoyable as the one that you tasted. From what people have said, I've never done it, so I can't speak about my own experience. But that's
hmm.
what they've seen this.
Look at all them.
Look at
How
that.
in
Look
the
at all
world
those.
did you get all of
I
those?
don't know. Tiny little grapefruit gave me all those. That's crazy. You know
I'm
what?
gonna show you something.
I bet
Mhm.
they're just feeding me back the grapefruits we had before they GMO'd them. Like it's an actual grapefruit from the past.
It's a real one.
A real one. Exactly, Bob. Like the ones our grandparents would have known.
Yeah, I'm very sorry, Vitra, about your dad.
Yeah, me too.
Mm.
So it's coming up. You're coming up to your first year anniversary.
And it's so hard, Vitra. My heart goes out to you.
Hmm.
So hard.
Yeah, and
I think that's go ahead.
I don't know if you guys, well, like we have this lovely maid service, and everybody and their flippin' dog has taken it. And actually, there was one person who he was a veteran, and
Mhm.
because of the price increases he said, I'm not going to be able to live, and I'm going to have to go to the streets.
Oh
So he
my.
went through the process to go. The best thing for me to do would be to just take the maid service, and
I don't know what the maid service is.
I don't either.
The Americans don't. Is it like basically giving up your life?
mhm.
Oh, you're going to be
So
totally
putting
dependent?
yourself in hospice, kind
No,
of.
no. You're given. You choose the day that you want to die. They
It is
put it
that. Oh, gee.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Oh,
They,
it's like I've had lots of friends whose parents go, you know what? It's not worth it for me. I forget it's medical assisted.
Suicide.
Yeah,
They
but I
call it
forget.
maid service. Oh, how
Yeah,
charming.
yeah, they make
Yeah.
it sound
Oh,
nice.
it's just maid service and you never
mhm.
come back.
No,
No. No
no.
thanks.
My sister-in-law, her dad chose to do it. He goes, my wife's been gone for 2 or 3 years, and I don't like my state of life, so I'm going to take the maid service.
No,
Yeah,
man.
and so then you can
No.
tell your family to come
No.
around, and today's the day that we're gonna. Yeah.
No.
And actually what they were bringing it down so that it would be um, that anybody could do it. So like if you were, because I have another family member who was like young, and it was like, I just have to be a certain age and then I'm taking it because there's no point to life.
Oh my
No.
God.
Yeah,
No.
and they passed the law that you have to be like 21.
Oh, oh, how kind of them to make sure
Mhm.
you're an adult.
Hmm.
2 years from
I've
now,
seen some.
anybody just fill out the paperwork, stand in line, and we'll kill you. It's okay. It's maid service. Oh
Hmm.
Lord, I had no idea.
Yeah, and
I
so this
wonder, like, what would you really have to be going through to actually
to go
say that
that
that's what I want to sign up for?
well.
I've worked with some really conditions where I had to be there for 30 minutes and I'm reading certain things and I'm like, there's got to be a typo. And I meet the person and within like 10 minutes, I can see their joy. So it brings tears to my eyes and I have to not work with them again because I have too much empathy for them. So I have
Mhm,
to
Yeah.
disassociate myself. And I
mhm,
think
Mhm.
about everything that they have to go through.
mhm,
And I think like, why would I ever want to leave to where I can't see trees blowing in the wind?
mhm,
Mhm.
I can't
Hmm.
understand. I really, for the life of me, I don't understand that thing that people go through. Like
Yeah.
I go and I go do whatever I got to, but I love life too much. I'm sorry.
mhm.
It
Yeah.
it could be
Me
a
too.
lot of things going on.
Yeah,
That's
but
like the grossest thing I've ever heard in my life. I don't
Yeah.
understand it. And
this
they're just
gentleman,
mean.
this
Hmm.
gentleman,
It's not just you. It's
he
me
ended up
too.
he
No.
he ended up uh wanting to do it because he goes, I'm going to be homeless. I'm not going to have a place to live. And he was an injured veteran. And so it's like, I'm not going to do well. And our winters are cold. And so he just figured this was the best thing to do. There ended up being a news story, or someone
My
knew about it,
gosh.
brought it to the attention of people, and people just donated money to him, left, right, and center to go, no, we want you to continue to live. But actually someone just said, it said the
18.
um
Yeah. Vidra said 18 years old on the website. So 18 and up, they can
Oh
choose it.
yeah.
J3,
no.
the doctors are already starting to put people right into hospice rather than deal with their cases here.
Yeah.
I've seen those
See, so
complaints.
that's the easy way to go in. But then when
Mhm.
you start to put a nice name on it and you just go, because it was like they would say, like
Yeah.
if you've got a mental illness and you don't feel like you can handle how the world has been or you can't afford, like it was affordability is a reason to do this service. Like that's coming
Mhm.
from
Yeah.
Yes.
Twinkle
Yep.
Socks' mouth.
Yeah. Evil. It's freaking
It
evil.
is.
Yeah. And I had a nephew who was he's got a lot of problems, but it was like
Mhm.
that's what he was planning to do.
Yeah, that seems kind of, yeah. I agree that that's probably what's going to happen, Q.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's my concern too is with people like my son and your kids, they can just talk them right into it after we're
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
If we're not around.
Yeah.
Like not even know what they're talking them into.
Mhm.
I forgot, Maureen, to go back to the lemon, you can air layer it. Led did. I forgot all about, it was Lillian, I think, right? Was it Lillian, the lemon that he had? Did he air layered off of? He did an air layer. So he has videos on how he did the air layers off his lemon tree
I just want to
early.
grow it. I just want to grow it from seed, and I just want to grow it. I
Oh,
know.
oh, then do it, girl. I didn't realize that that was the
Like,
okay.
but I was thinking that I wouldn't get any fruit from it if I did it this way.
It just will take a long time. I mean, what's the deal with lemons? How about how many years does it say?
Well, the one I have, I think it's been giving me lemons, but I did buy it from the store, but it's not very big. But the ones I took the seeds from it, they're upwards to
Oh,
about
4
2 feet.
years. Around 4 years it
Yeah.
takes. That's not too
Yes.
bad.
So I've
That's
got
not
them
too
in.
bad.
Oh yeah,
Go ahead.
Kathleen said 4 to 6 years. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I anything that makes me have to do extra
Thank you.
steps, it's just not going to go well. Because it's like I'll
Yeah.
go, okay, I'm going to graft it, and then I graft it, and then I don't ever go look at it, for 3 months, and it's like, oh, it's dead. Dang it! I should have taken care of it. That's my
Yeah.
problem.
Mine too. I'm gonna show that video, like you said. I gotta shoot it. That's the only thing. Here are all the things I killed in between now and our growing season.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Oh,
My
I
dead
found out.
forest.
Yeah, I found out why my blueberry looks like it has thorns on it. It's not thorns. It's where all the leaves detached and fell off because I almost killed it. I'm such a good gardener. That's why I have a YouTube channel. That's what. Da-da-da-da. I'm here to teach you all that I know.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
when it stops raining, you should go out and water your plants.
Mhm.
Yes. Especially during dry season. Dry
Yes.
season is the time you want to pay extra attention to them and make sure they're okay, but not too much because if you fuss too much, you kill stuff too.
Mhm.
Hey, that too. That's true. That's true.
I've done that. I've definitely done that. Yeah, Q. I don't know if you're back yet, but yeah, I think of that too. That's something I've talked to my husband about a will and how do we even go about that when Hannah can't do that. Like she can't. He's going to be a full-grown man one day, and he's already
Yeah, but I think
strong.
yeah,
Strong.
I think the main thing is that not to be all in, be wise and
Yeah.
knowing, but I
Yeah.
don't think I don't think we need to all go, well, life is over. No, no, no.
Yeah, no, I'm
No.
not. We're not going to do that.
No, you got life to live. You got
Yep.
stuff to learn.
Yep.
You know.
Too much. I need like another life. There's
Mm.
always stuff I'm interested in, and I feel like I just don't have enough time, not even just in the day, but in this lifetime.
I need another one of
Right?
me, but in a better body and
Yeah.
a little younger. And,
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
she can
I
do all
need
the running
physical
around.
action, Carol. We need a physical action model. Action model
heroes.
Action,
It just
Carol,
seems
go out.
like there's not enough time. I actually was thinking about it maybe like a couple of days ago. I'm like, it's a shame that I only get to experience this one time because I won't get to see this day again. This day will never be the same as it was right now in this moment.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't understand. I don't understand certain things about why people choose the road that they choose. I don't get it, and I don't want to either.
No, you just choose yours. And
Wow, they knew about his booze habit, and so they denied him a liver transplant because they knew about it. I think that's what they did kind of with my brother. My brother was a lifelong smoker of Vidra, and he ended up with fibrosis of the lungs. And that was definitely in his record. Hey, Beth! Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're more of a morning lark, I think, than I am. I wish I was more of a morning lark. But then I might be wishing myself into something not too bad. Not too good.
All I got to look forward to is that last trip to Bangkok.
Oh dear. Not the Bangkok again.
That's
No.
Oh, GT, you don't know what my dream is. When I get too old to enjoy life, I can't talk my wife into it, but hon, when I get too old to enjoy life, send me to Bangkok with a fistful of $100 bills, and I can just do this until I die.
Oh, that was
What is
sweet, Andrew.
Bangkok?
Bangkok, Thailand. Prostitution's
What's
legal
there?
over there. Prostitution is legal there.
Yeah.
Well,
Your wife will kill you before you get on the plane.
I love the Asian ladies. So there's like a billion to choose from. Baby, if I can't enjoy life anymore, give me a fistful of $100 bills and send me to Bangkok. Not going to happen, mister.
That's right. I'll send you without half your torso. Would you like to go that way?
Yeah,
I ain't buying.
now you.
I work for all mine.
Exactly.
You-
My thing is,
I
I
wouldn't
always
say.
go,
I can't even say it.
if I'm going, hey, it's almost your time. I want to go and drive through a turnstile. You know, like one of the things that are like this. I just want to blast through it.
Just one time, huh?
Just one time.
Yeah,
Just one time.
I like
get
that
it.
idea.
I just want to crash through it.
I like that a lot.
Just want to ram through that little white thing that just sits there. I just want to ram through it. And it's like, go ahead, arrest me.
You're a rebel. You're a
I'm
rebel.
dying anyway.
I like my dream better. Okay,
No.
That won't work for you.
No.
This is Beth's channel. She is close. There's Beth's channel. She's sweet. I've gone over to her channel, and she's an artist, and she actually showed me a really neat idea. She uses old used books like a journal and does all kinds of like mixed media on the pages. I was like, oh yeah, I saw it a long time ago, but I completely forgot about the art form.
Yeah,
love mixed media.
That one is it's mind-boggling for me because my former boss, she makes these giant pictures, and it's all with the different colors of whatever newspaper, and they're absolutely stunning. And I just go, I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you take that little piece of paper and you go, okay, it's the right shade of brown, so it's the contour of the face. And
amazing.
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
Brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
It's like mosaics on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
Like also too, like how they do the mixed media where they make like, oh, mama, is that mama? Yeah. Hi, mama.
I did answer it.
Hi, Mama Washington.
But I should probably go here so I can catch up with her.
Alrighty. Sounds good.
All right. Love you guys. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye. Tomorrow night, your channel.
Yep.
All right. 10, right? 10.
10 o'clock for you. 7 o'clock Pacific Standard.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night. Good night, Maureen.
They're coming out of there. If any more of my side chat would like to come up, you're more than welcome. Any of my ladies out there.
Maid service.
Yeah, no thanks. I would not like the maid service. That really put a crimp in my
it'll save government. It'll save government cost. Think of no.
Oh, sweet Andrew. Yeah, I don't think I ever want that type of maid service. If they want to come clean my house and just my house, not the life out of my body.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm okay with that kind of maid service. But yeah,
I was thinking when you get older and you can't, it's government. Someone come over to clean your house, take care of you.
Yeah.
But now, no, we're on the other end of the scale.
Yeah.
We're not going to take care of you. We're going to put you down.
Yeah.
That's just like no.
Too much money.
No.
You cost us too much money with those private nurses that have to come by and check on you to see if you're dead yet. So let's just get to the point and no.
Just cack you and throw you
It's
in
all
the trash.
about money. Yeah, it's all about money to save the money on that feature.
It's horrible. That's evil, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, here's working on my flower compost right here. This is just for flowers. It's ash, charcoal, junk mail. I burn it up, get the ash, and then charcoal from sticks, orange peels, apple banana peels, coffee grounds, and I heat it up on a little hot plate over here, throw it in my tumbler and crush it into a powder. So that's just going to be for
You've
my
added some
flowers.
goodies to it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
good, Bob.
hmm Yeah,
That's really
I
good.
shaved off some bark from some firewood and threw it in there, and got a process now where I can really pulverize this stuff into just a dust.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice. So you can just spread it out where you need it. I like that.
Yeah, right underneath the roots of the flowers. But I looked into some blood meal. I know
Mhm.
about bone meal. I've used it before when I was working for a landscape contractor. I've
Yeah.
used it. It works great. And my grandparents used it. But blood
Yeah.
meal, I was looking into that on Amazon today and see where we're at with that. So,
The bone meal, I have both. Bone meal is for when you're planting roots and onions and stuff like that. They really like
uh-huh.
that bone meal.
Mhm.
That's what at least I've heard about the onions, because down here, even though we have like a neutral soil that tends to be, uh, I don't know, it's not acidic at all. But I'm trying to think, and my brain just went blank for a second. Anyway, people have had hard times with onions bulbing up down here, and
Mm.
that's what they were saying, was it was probably a lack of bone meal, or the bone meal that you were putting down was not consistent enough, and it was just washing right through our sandy soil. It's like,
I
oh,
see. Yeah.
okay, so that's something I probably want to pot up then and not use the native soil for
Yeah.
when I grow it,
I'll
because
use
I
a
haven't had
combo.
luck with onions at all.
I'll use a combo of this stuff that I'm making. And last
Mhm.
year, GT, I bought a sturdy blender and I chopped paper, junk mail paper, and all that, and I put it in with the
Mm.
same stuff,
Wow.
leaves, all that, and it gave the plant some good energy for a while.
Mhm.
But it exhausted pretty quickly, so I had to go right to Alaska fish fertilizer. So this year I'm going to
Mm.
use this stuff, bone meal, blood meal, and then when everything starts, coming down, or
That's
when it is absorbed, I'll go back to the Alaska fish fertilizer. I
that
grow
was the word.
flowers mostly.
Yes. Thank
Flowers.
you,
I love
Q.
flowers.
Q always provides the extra brain cell that just like died in my head or went to sleep. Alkaline. Our soil is quite alkaline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It goes the opposite way. Yeah, you've been doing really good with what you're growing.
I had the best onion harvest I've ever had in my life. I haven't even released the video, but
Wow.
I could not believe it. I had
Was that
some
outside or inside did you do them?
outside.
Okay.
I had a
Wow.
good, I'm talking about kohlrabi, let me see,
Ooh,
romanesco, broccoli,
Yummy.
potatoes,
nice.
everything. Yes.
Wow. Yeah, you got
It
to
was
put
the
out that video.
leaves. I'm behind. I'm only in June.
You I have
I'm
so
only
many
in
in here that
June.
have never come out. I
Good.
have year-old, 2-year-old videos probably in here that have never made it to edit
I'm
because of,
trying. I'm trying to push it out. I am.
yeah,
But
but your edits are
onions,
really good, so it's hard. It's hard.
and that's
But
why I get consumed with my edits. It was for a
mhm.
10-minute video. It may take me 2 hours, but
Yep,
I enjoy it.
I
I
enjoy it
enjoy
too. I
looking
like the
at. Oh
editing.
my
Yeah.
gosh,
They have so
I
many
love
cool
it. I
things you
really
can
do.
do. I wish I had more time to learn that and to learn filming properly.
It
Like how Marie was also talking about like storytelling, because that's part of what you're doing. You're telling your story,
right.
Yeah.
but
hmm
keeping it like interesting. I was like, yeah, I'd like to learn that too. Like, yeah,
When I
give me the
feel
tip.
a little blue from the winter stuff, I
Mhm.
go back to my old videos from last summer on the
Mm,
deck. We got all the flowers growing,
Mhm.
and the strawberries and all that. And I remember my wife sitting on the deck with eating fresh strawberries with her morning coffee.
Yeah.
That lifts my
Mhm.
mood.
Yeah. My peppers did really well. I think I got thrips or something. It was a very microscopic attacker, where my peppers were coming out weird, but it could have been the nutrients just washed out of the soil. And they weren't actually, you know what? Now that you say that, Alabama, they weren't native soil. They were up in my, uh, but they came in like a pot from Lowe's, like one of them that didn't do well. and it was doing really well in the beginning, but it came in regular potting soil, and then I put it in my
Potting.
beds that have
I'm
not native. Go ahead.
I've noticed with the over the counter potting soil years ago, it sustained flowers for over a year, and the flowers would do well with just the bag of potting soil. Now the stuff, there's nothing in it. It's like it's hollow.
Mm.
It's just empty. There's just no
Mm.
nutrition, So uh, have to have to improvise, come up with a solution. Yeah.
What I
Yeah,
do now is what I did is I went to um no,
that's
I might be
okay.
implicating myself.
Oh,
I'm not gonna say that part, but
okay.
I go
No.
harvest soil because I don't know the
Hmm.
legal,
Oh, yeah,
ignorance of
yeah,
the
yeah.
law does not bar you
Yeah.
from,
I'll tell
um,
my story
um
real quick, and we can, you can just wink at me. Sometimes there's areas that are undeveloped near my house that have never been built on and have lots of trees. We call them maybe a forest or something like that. I will harvest what that stuff is on the ground that has nice natural microbes and nutrients from those old trees in that place, maybe a forest, to bring that back into my soil. Well, that is my ideal. I would like to do that. But anyway, I was just telling the story because, GT made me think of it.
Now,
So,
you got to remember to throw in some of what that's my effort.
allegedly.
That's
I
that's
allegedly was
that's
thinking
my
of doing
effort
that.
to
Yeah.
combat climate change.
Yes.
If
There
you
we
throw that
go.
climate change in there, hey, it makes it
Yes.
all good.
That's right. It was to balance out the
It,
carbon in the soil.
There you go. The
There you
carbon
go.
footprint in my effort to combat climate change.
So anyway, GT, go ahead. So you have this special stuff. Did
Mhm.
you bring it
yes,
home
and
and what?
I added. Now I have a small car, but I put it in the 18-gallon laundry bag. I mean baskets.
Okay.
And when I was going to work, I got off one job at 5 o'clock, and I was going to the next job at 6 o'clock. So I would stop
Mhm.
um, at this place, and I would harvest. I would dig. I would bring a shovel with me,
Mhm.
and for
Yeah.
30 minutes, that's what I would do. I would fill them both up, put them in my
Mhm.
car. I had a rope that I would tie around my waist, and I would pull it up the hill, boom, boom, boom,
Mhm.
and I bring it back to my
Wow.
place. And now all I do is I put leaves and grass, and I have worms there. And then to
Mhm.
top it off,
Awesome.
what I decided that I wanted to do was I wanted to add azomite to it. I added
Yeah.
azomite to it, and
Yeah.
hopefully I'm getting the nutrition. I don't have a
Yeah.
soil tester. I don't have a nutritional tester
Yeah.
to test
Yeah.
the nutrition to see what I'm getting, but
Mhm.
I like the results. So
There you go.
Yeah.
it takes a lot of effort to get what you want, and you got to start.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
And then if you don't cover it, if you don't cover your soil that you have worked on while it's out in the elements, like for us it's sun, for you it's probably the snow, it can get robbed of all those nutrients that you worked so hard to put into that soil. Like here, you have to mulch over, or the sun will literally just eat up all the minerals. It turns back into sand. It's the weirdest thing I've
It
ever
just
seen.
really it cooks the life out of it,
It
huh?
cooks the life out of it. There you go,
Wow.
Bob.
Yeah.
Exactly
Mhm.
that. It will
Mhm.
cook the
Mhm.
life out of the native soil.
I'll
So yeah.
remember that when we're living over in the tropics. I'll look
Oh,
into
good.
that. Yeah.
Thanks, Bob. Yeah, I hope you do. I
I've
really
learned a
do.
lot from you living in the tropics, lady.
Oh, good. Good night, Alabama, my Alabama farm life. Thanks for coming in, hun. Appreciate it.
Just a
Yeah.
minute, I'm gonna check and see if Mrs. is still
Okay.
up. I'll be right back.
Yeah. That's exactly what we're doing. We're just harvesting carbon. That's it. That's all. There, I just harvested some. Take a
the
deep breath.
thing about it is I didn't know that there was anything wrong with it until I was on a live listening. I was like, did I just commit a crime? I don't
I know that's I don't know either. Is it considered the T word?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Mm, I
I
don't
didn't
know.
know that. I thought it was
Yep.
public. I didn't understand
Yeah.
that. I still don't understand it thoroughly, so I'm not gonna
It's
tell on myself.
hard. Yeah, no,
I
it's
don't know
hard.
the rules. I don't
Like, if
know.
it's
And I'm
abandoned land, do you have to go and look up the deed with the city and then find the person and they be like, "Hey, I'd like a little bit of your soil. It looks like it's really nice and rich. Just a couple pots, please, of your soil."
and it's like, oh, that's the municipality. Oh, that tree,
Oops.
but that tree fell down years ago, and
Oh,
there's
that's
some
good
good stuff.
stuff.
That's what
Yes,
I grabbed.
it's
I
oh,
had to
that's
get
really
it,
good stuff. I
but
would love some of
I
that.
don't. Allegedly, I don't know.
No,
You know,
allegedly, yeah. We've just seen
yeah,
it on
allegedly.
videos. We're just, we're just talking about videos we've seen of people doing that. That's all. But yeah, I've seen that actually on a video where they went and they harvested that where it was breaking down. Here in Florida, we would have to be careful we're not harvesting termites and bringing them back to our yard. That's the only thing. Yeah. Termites in the South are kind of a big thing. You got to be careful. Like, just if they're not everywhere, but in wood sources like that, you have to look, make sure. What is this? Where's Bob will be in the islands harvesting carbon? Yep, for the global good. That's right. He's going to tell his wife that I just need to harvest some carbon, babe. Let's have some Netflix and carbon harvesting tonight. How about that, honey? Sorry. I think my gummy kicked in.
You take what kind of gummies you take?
Mm, special one
I
for
I
fibro
I can't. Oh
once in a
boy, it
while.
messed me
I
up.
only take a
It
little
messed me
quarter.
up.
I think it's just 2.5. It's a really low dose, 2.5 THC.
I made my own.
Oh, well, then you don't know the strength. That's dangerous.
Gee whiz.
You're melting
One
into a
time, and
ball.
that was it. I was like, oh, I told my wife, I was like, can you hold me? She was like, what's wrong with you? I said, something's wrong. She was like, boy, just go to sleep. It was
Oh, no.
bad. I went to
Yeah.
sleep. I slept about 4 hours. I woke up and
But that was the
she
best
said,
sleep
you
you
okay?
probably ever had in your life, right? Yeah.
But the thing about it is, I took it, and that
Yeah.
was I've never felt so low in my life. Everything that I thought was wrong with me that I pushed in the back of my mind, every
Yeah.
iniquity that I've ever felt in my life came and hit me all at once.
Oh, you
And I
got the
felt like I wasn't,
paranoia.
I felt that I was not good enough
Oh,
for,
that's
for,
awful.
for a lot of stuff. I was like, I will never want this feeling. What? I'm the best. And
Well,
I went
you
to
know what?
sleep.
Yeah. That God just didn't have that for you. That just was not for you. We'll try something else. That's yeah, that happens if you do get too high of a dose with some people as you get it's almost like paranoia or like a schizophrenic moment like that where it's just everything or you think something's going to happen or you're going to get arrested for something you didn't even do anything. It's like dread. Dread just overtakes the person. I've heard that before. That's why I'm so careful. Definitely, Andrew. I mean, out of this conversation to that, God, I just lift up Margie. I just pray that her MRI is clear, that she would be healed, God, that they were wrong with her diagnosis. Father, that you would restore her in a quick manner so that she wouldn't have to continue to struggle with this throughout her life. And pray that in Jesus' name, amen. I did it right now because I will forget. That's why I did it right now, Andrew. Not to show off, but I would forget. Not always. There's some people that come to my mind, they keep coming to my mind, they keep coming. So then I end up, oh yeah, that means I'm supposed to pray for them if I keep thinking of them and thinking of them out of the blue. But yeah, there's a lot of people here that'll pray for her. It's some, it's a, is it a type, was it a type of arthritis? I forget, Andrew, what it is that she has, but it's a chronic, I read it. It was like a chronic condition. They said, not, I don't want to say that she has chronic condition that they diagnosed her with. We'll just say it like that. Because hopefully, you know, she won't have to have that. Anyway, sorry to get so serious, but yeah, I wanted to try it because of fibro, but the real, it was This stuff was like an answered prayer for me. Actually, it sounds so weird because we're very conservative people. But when my mom was dying, it was the only thing that took that edge off of how dreadful it was. It calmed me while she was in hospice and I was having to take care of her because they don't do round the clock CNAs. Like if she had, I guess it was the state HMO health insurance. So I got 2 visits each week. I think it was like a maximum an hour she could be here. So we always, when she was there and I had help, that's when we would like, do the important stuff, bathe mom, change the sheets, things that were hard for me by myself. But I was in a lot of pain doing all that stuff and then also the mental. So the gummies really took the edge off. The better stuff was they had and I never do indica. Indica means you're in the couch. It's what I found out from other people who use this stuff. So even though I bought a bar of it, once I tried sativa, I stuck with that and then a hybrid. But I like sativa and I don't use that much of it because it doesn't knock me out. The other stuff will just like you, like I'll need a nap. I might have the negative effects. Okay, that's what it is. Chronic multiple focal. Okay. Is it neuropathy? I think chronic multifocal. I read about it when you told us, and now my brain fell out the back door. But yeah, you can't mess around with any of that stuff. That's the same thing with pharmaceuticals. You have to be real careful.
And that's why I try not to judge people. I really like the comment that I made earlier about I don't understand how people can take that route. I apologize for that. The world because I don't. That's the one thing that I don't understand.
Mm,
But I
yeah,
I try to show sympathy to
yeah,
everyone because
yeah,
I don't know their story. I don't know what they're facing. I don't know what trauma has provoked them to take whatever route they're
that's
going up.
right.
So
Yeah, we don't. Yeah. I
I try
appreciate
not to
you saying
judge.
that. I totally forgot you said that actually. So most people probably did, but I appreciate you stepping up and saying that because we don't. Like, I was going to say, I'm such a wimp that when I get one of those really bad viruses that it comes out this and that in, I'm like, okay, Jesus, you can just take me because this is horrible. Because I don't just get that and that. My whole body goes in, my whole nervous system just blows up in pain all over because it doesn't know what's happening to it. And yeah, it just lay on the bathroom floor and like, okay, I'm sorry. I just like make peace with God because it's just that bad. So I can't imagine some people going through, like cancer and things like that. When it's that, the pain is just nonstop and they can't knock it back. Like I've heard stories of that, and it's just my friend has Crips, which is um, it's another nervous system or uh, it's like fibro, except for she will get such tight muscle spasms that her body will bruise itself. She will end up with bruises, yeah, from her body just going into just random, really bad spasms. And if you touch her, you can cause pain, but she's still the sweetest. She's my pastor's wife, and she'll still hug you. And I have an old picture of Malachi sitting on her lap, hugging her and giving her kisses. He was just going when he was little because she has long hair. Malachi loves long hair. Even when he was little and we would go to the mall, he'd be like, his head would all the ladies with the long hair. It was so
And
funny.
that's
Go ahead.
another thing we need to get back to is the herbs.
Yeah.
They're everything is already here for us.
Yeah, a lot of it
We have to
already is.
tap in. It
Yeah.
that's what people keep saying. They
I
said that
know.
everything that we need, everything that our body is craving is here some way in some
Yeah.
fashion. We just got to know how to utilize it.
Yeah.
I
When you
don't
see
know.
some people that one of these doctors who's a holistic doctor I was listening to, and he was saying, you see some of these people that do get the C word and then they keep working and they keep working and they're like, I'm going to chemo and they're still working and going, going, going. And it's like your body is trying to say something about what you're doing is wrong. Could it be that you're a workaholic and it needs to rest? Probably. And he's seen it with a lot of people who get cancer and can't beat it. They're usually like workaholics. They keep working and doing, like, they try not to slow down at all and go through the treatments. And that's one thing that, like, here we are up super late at night. I struggle with. I struggle with getting my sleep, and sleep is so important. It's for detoxifies even your brain. Your body is able to like clear out dead or misformed cells like cancer. It eats them. It happens during the nighttime. And then your brain too has time to file things and remember. Yeah, I totally need to get better with getting 8 hours when I'm not on here, like on a live late. I mean, yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna bounce.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it. It's
Mm.
2:13. I appreciate it. I'm like 2 minutes away, maybe 3 or 2.
2 minutes and 15
2
seconds
minutes.
away.
Mhm.
Yeah, I might do
Yeah.
can you do the 2 minutes and 15 seconds, GT? And I'll just get it to 3.
Yeah, I got
Thank
it.
you. All right, Bob.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you
All
later.
right.
Love
All
you.
Good
right,
night,
Bob.
GT.
Good
Good
night.
night,
All right, have a
everybody.
good one, man.
Appreciate you
Peace
being here.
out.
Appreciate it. Like a brother to me. Love Bob. Bob, I don't know if you know this, but Bob actually has spoken about he has dementia.
Oh,
So, yeah. So, like, he's gone through something. I worry, like, about that because my dad went through it. And I know, like, for my dad, this is hard to say. While he was losing his mind, if he had enough forethought about it and he would have those moments, he might have done something like that. Maybe. But then he would think of my mom, and he was so in love with my mom, he wouldn't check out. He wouldn't punch the clock, even in that condition. And not in a selfish way, because he would not want to stop being with her. So, yeah, but yeah, definitely worry about Bob.
dementia is hard.
It's
I've
horrible.
worked with
Yeah.
I've worked with people, and
Yeah.
I was just a staff member, and their guardians, people they've known their whole life, you can
Mhm.
see that, the joy,
Yeah.
they seem
Yeah.
like they seem like an empty vessel, and that
Yeah.
was
It is
hard
like they're
for.
being poured out. It is, and you don't know what
Yeah.
part is going to be poured out, or almost like it's effervescent, like there's bubbles that come up within them, and they're in that bubble, and you've only got a little time in that bubble with them. So I would join my dad usually in those bubbles, even if some
Yeah.
of them were make believe. I would do that.
Yeah.
I would do that.
And like, I can make more money doing other jobs, but this job is so rewarding. Like,
Yeah.
it is it. Some people can't do it, but this is a
Mhm.
very rewarding job.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I
it's like
felt.
mom. Not many people can do hospice with a family member, but I will tell you, as much as it hurt me, the bond going through that with your parent is just in a way close to that bond that they give you when they give birth to you. Like when you're a new baby, but it's just reverse. Like now they're the ones who need that care, and they're the ones who need that
Mhm.
special someone to be there. It's that intimate bond that I wouldn't give away for nothing. Like nobody else got to experience that with my mom, just me. So, and that's the same thing for you. You have a certain relationship with them that nobody else can really step into. Like,
Yeah. Like,
nothing else.
I did a plan of care today, and
Mm.
I'm one of the staff here. I'm the staff here that's here a lot,
Okay.
but I got a whole nother job where I'm doing 30, 32 hours, but I just picked up Monday, so I'll be adding
Wow.
on another 6. So
Wow.
that's 38 on that one, and 42 here. And I
What?
told them, I was like, yeah, they want me to, I leave one job 5 o'clock, get here at 5:30 to 10:30, then I come back and do the same thing. I'm trying to secure something for my son.
I don't
Like,
blame you.
all the
Yeah.
experiences that we're talking about that people are going to endure with homelessness and stuff like
Yeah.
that, I'm trying to give my son a piece of that. So if he
Yeah.
squanders it or he gives it away, that's on him. I'm
Yeah.
gone. As long
Yeah.
as I do my job, keep you out of jail, keep you
Yes.
from getting a
Hmm.
STD, keep you
Yeah.
get you to where you at a point to where I can say I did the best I could, and
Yes.
I give him something. I'm
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. So if I gotta, I'm a man. So if I gotta
Yeah.
work 2 jobs, then that's just what I gotta do. I
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
my husband was when things were getting really tight, and they still are. But when they were really tight, he just looked at me. He goes, "I guess I'm getting a job at Home Depot or something, picking up another job." And I'm like, because his days are already like 6 to 6 some days, and that's at work at 6, but he's up at like 4:30 a.m. So I'm thinking like, without where? Where are you gonna like what hours are there left? But yeah, no, there's
yeah.
nothing but respect for that. I totally respect you for that. I
Well,
do.
I mean, the thing about it is, I didn't have a child till I was 30, so I had time
Mm,
to get my mind together. Now, if I would have
yeah.
been young and
Mm,
did that, then I don't know how it would have turned out. So
yeah.
I'm fortunate that I was in my 30s when I
Yep.
was like, oh man, I'm having a child, and
Mhm.
I see him, and you know, I'm like I got to
Yeah.
do something for him. So
Yeah.
I'm really thankful that I am the person that I am today, and hopefully
Mm,
in 6 months I will be in a position to where I can give him more of my time, because it's
yeah.
my time is worth more than money. But in the grand scheme of things,
Yeah.
I want him to be able to, because he already can't enjoy life the way I enjoy life. Like we got to play
Mm,
outside. He don't
yeah.
play outside. Play on the internet. Like a lot of
Yep.
the little subtleties that we had
So
that we took
I
that we just didn't
yeah.
understand. He doesn't get those. So at least I can
Mm,
give him something to, give him an upper hand. I'm just
yeah.
trying.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I mean, that's like you and I with our children who are severe. It's really hard to plan for their future, especially a future when we're not here. Like, and she said it with one of her kids, like the only thing that there is for them is a group home. And like that scares you as a parent, that they'll be there and you just have to hope and pray it's a good one. Like that's, you can go looking, but really, I don't know. Yeah, I still, I've heard the wait lists are really crazy for people that have to find them suddenly, like a child a place because they're ill or whatever. And they're dying and they need somebody for their child. I just, oh, that stuff. That's where, like, people who work in the healthcare industry, it's critical that we get good people in there. And like what they were talking about with basically socializing medicine, it doesn't give them that, uh, how do you say, motivation to be better or to bring in better
Exactly.
or to bring in better people. And I saw that happening. And I know we're gonna go because I hit. Thank you so much for that. I saw that happening in the schools when I first got into the public school system. I was at an A school. The school was an A school, and I had a fourth period in the rich area. And the fourth period were all gangbanger wannabes, and I had no help from the administration. It was like nothing. You were just basically on your own. These are middle schoolers that are as tall as me, as big as me, and there was no real authority that they were not necessarily giving to the teachers, but demonstrating like a chain of authority. There wasn't. It was like really not respected and not done very well. Like when I was in high school, our principal would come and open the door randomly on classrooms to keep the teacher and the class on their toes. He ended up being like a superintendent of schools in the area. But stuff like that is going away. And there's creating like this separation between the teachers, the administrators and the board. And back then I saw it starting. I got out. It like even just being able to wear a cross on my neck. One of the kids would say, "Oh, you're not allowed to wear that." I was like, "What?" "Oh no, you're a teacher. You're not supposed to wear those things." And I'm like, "It's my personal property and I'm gonna wear it." I never heard that before. But I was like, you know what? He might be right. I haven't seen that yet, but sounds about right. But being the person that I was back then, because I was in my 30s, I went and put my Bible right on my desk and my cross. Like, I'm sorry, last time I checked, this is America, and I can do this. But
Yeah, we've like
we've
I'm thankful that my son had I don't have to do a lot of coaching with my son.
mhm,
I check in with him, I check in with my wife,
yeah,
I go over certain things, I spend time with him, when I do get the time. And I'm
mhm,
glad that I don't have to, some of the things that I'm missing, I'm
mhm,
actually they're not at a detriment to him. He's not misbehaving in school to where his grades or his behavior
yeah,
is getting where I'm getting phone calls or emails,
yeah,
or that means that I will have to sacrifice my time
mhm,
to invest in him a lot more. So I'm just
mhm,
thankful that I'm not in that position because
yeah,
when we start to not be able to put as much time into our kids turn to a life of, streets and stuff like
yeah,
that. That is
yeah.
a
They
that
go
is
looking
one of
for
the
it.
natural.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You leave a hole
because
behind. They have
yeah.
a hole that you're supposed to fill and
Hmm.
nurture and
Hmm.
help grow, and if you don't, and that hole, that one parent is missing, they still have that hole that they need filled. Yeah,
Hmm.
I
and that
totally agree with that. Totally
and
agree
that's
with
where incentive and um the incentive to be great, the incentive
mhm,
to be like father, the incentive to be like
mhm.
mom, the
Yeah,
incentive to be want to be a doctor, all
yeah,
of those things are gradual. But
yeah,
if we're
yeah,
like this,
yeah,
what promotes change?
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately,
Ooh,
usually it's some kind of bad behavior in school, and then you're forced into a change.
yeah.
Or, like, once again, you have the parents who are working for their cars and the look that they wanna wear down here, like the ones that'll have the mansions, but they won't have any furniture inside of them, and they'll have the really nice they'll have the big payments on the car, but they'll have the nice fancy car, and they're
Mm,
working to keep that lifestyle up, and meanwhile, these were the kids I had that were searching out gangs to take them in. Their parents
mm,
were it looked like they had everything. They had all nice clothes, and on the outside, all was good, but there was nobody home for them. That was um, the key kids that went home to the empty houses. They had their key. So, yeah,
mm.
I
Latchkey
totally
kids. Yeah.
latchkey, that's it. Yep, the latchkey kids, and, it was sad. One of them completely lost her parents. She was already without parents, and her sister was raising her, and her behavior, rightfully so, was so random and sometimes
Mm,
so bad, but she had a counselor in the school that would work, with the teachers who had her and be like, "This is, she's in a place where everything is just too much for her." And I'm like, "I understand. I get it. I just don't want her trying to have sex in my classroom with, her boyfriend in the gang." Like, that's the
right.
kind of where I draw my line.
Yeah. I can dig it.
In
I
middle
can dig
school at that. I was like, "I'm not even teaching high school."
it.
Oh my goodness. They eat bologna. Who eats bologna? All right. Oh, I didn't even think you're checked out. Good night, dear. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much, GT, for letting me get those extra minutes. They mean a lot. Trying to
No
get my
problem. Thank you for
time
having
up.
me.
Yeah, always a pleasure. You knew most of those fruits too. You did good.
I've been studying them because when we had the earthquake in 2018, November
Mhm.
the 30th, I was outside and it really startled me. That's when I started prepping. That's when I started to have a different mindset because it was like, okay, if my family isn't here, what am I going to, if I can't get to my family, how am I going to
Mm,
get to my family? And it's like, no, I need to practice a lot of different things because
mm.
I need them and they need me. And it's more than it's sometimes it's just companionship, you know. So I long for that as well. So,
Yeah.
what can I
Yeah.
do? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree. I agree. I know that's me too. I'm home with just the little boy who doesn't talk like conversationally. He does talk, but it's not conversational. And then my daughter is the one that's on the computer all like a lot. And looking for
Mhm.
jobs though too. She gets jobs on the computer. I would love to know how she finds out. She said it's usually Instagram, but she just did like a $250 day, and it was basically a pre-trial that lawyers were
Oh,
doing online, that practicing a pre-trial, and she got paid that much. I was like, help mama out. Help
yeah.
me
Help
out.
mama out for real. That's a nice. That's a nice
Yeah.
little day.
Little
Yeah.
pocket change, just a little more than pocket change. That's like your groceries right there. Thank you. I'll take that. All right,
Yeah.
JT. Have a good
You
have a good
too.
night. Appreciate you
Have a good
here.
one.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Peace.
Yep. Peace. All right, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us. I really appreciate it. I get it now, Storms, about the bologna. Yeah, they probably had bologna. Good night, everybody. Really appreciate you here, and hopefully I'll get a video out soon. Thank you. You too, Gear. Have a great night. Have a great night, Andrew. Yeah, I bet your house is loud. 6 kids in there? Yeah. But you know what? One day you'll miss all that noise. They grow up so fast. Wow, the brain drain. They come down here. I didn't know that, Vitra. Wow. Do you mean we're getting your burnt out doctors? Oh dear. Night, GT Jr. Everybody go and check out everybody. You know how it works. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I will see you hopefully either Fri-Yay during the day at 2 or Fri-Yay at night, 11:30 Eastern. Right. Bye, everybody. See you soon. I totally hit the wrong button. I hit leave. Anyway, good night, everybody, again. Great night. Stay safe. Love you all.